Yo, there we go. Welcome into the Woodward Tigers live stream. We get to see the debut of Max Clark, the top prospect for the Detroit Tigers tonight, and I am so fired up to be doing it. I am your Detroit Tigers beat reporter for the network. My name is Nicholas Kohloff. We are going to be joined by Jeffrey Walker. We have a very special guest making his first appearance ever on Woodward Tigers on camera. His name is Chris Bean. He is our official intern here at Woodward Tigers. We're super excited, but there's no bigger guest and there's no bigger introduction I can give on the day where Max Clark will make his debut. The guy who has seen him come through this system and seen his development. His name's Rogelio Castillo of Tigers Minor League Report. We are welcomed by Rogelio. Thank you so much for taking the time here, Raj.
Hey, thanks for having me, Nick.
I'm super fired up. Honestly, couldn't have asked for a better time to get you on. You know Max Clark inside and out like nobody else in the system. Shout out, I just saw your guys' tweet. You guys have truly covered Max Clark better than anybody else in the world, and that's why I'm honored to have you on tonight, Raj. And before we do get going into Max Clark and everything, can you let the people know where they can read some more about some of these top prospects and some of the top stories in all of baseball, like on Roundtable?
So you can find tigersmlreport.com, and then we have our Patreon, Tigers Minor League Report, and our YouTube channel. We made a Max Clark playlist of interview he just did last Thursday with Colin Arthur, and then we did an interview with him back in December, and we've been talking pretty much to him like we did another interview with him in Erie last year. So there's a bunch of Max Clark clips, you name it, all on our YouTube channel, Tigers Minor League Report.
Tigers Minor League Report. Make sure to check it out and subscribe to them. And super exciting stuff. And before I want to start it, I actually just saw a tweet from Emily Walden, who broke the news of Max Clark making his debut, and this was her tweet. She said, "My only note to challenge those who don't know Max Clark, get to know the whole package. This is a kid with a lot of layers, old soul, hyper analytical, accomplishes whatever he sets his mind to. My favorite thing about covering Max over the last several years is that while he's unapologetically owns his larger-than-life personality, he genuinely loves this game. He's respected by teammates and coaches alike, and he will do anything to chase down the best version of himself." Rogelio, do you agree with that sentiment? Because there's a lot of chatter, and this guy has not even taken in at bat yet, about his personality, about the persona. But I think, like Emily stated, it's all about the person. And it seems like the Detroit Tigers are really lucky to get not just the player coming into the clubhouse, but the person, Max Clark himself.
1,000%. I mean, this is a guy who last year, one of our conversations we had with him in Erie was the dimensions at West Michigan when he was out there. How he knew the difference between when the new wall was installed and the wall wasn't, and the ability to able to read the ball from the batter's eye, from his point of view in center field of West Michigan. I mean, it's not just some sort of act. He knows his stuff. I remember people giving him crap because his pickup equipment in Lakeland, just doing when he first got to Lakeland. But that's who he is, and he is very an old soul. He knows his stuff, and the ability to. If you look at his progression through this year, each month he's gotten better and started hitting more pull side for power. He knows what he's doing, and he knows his approach at the plate.
For sure, and I'm super excited to get to see that approach tonight. Since the moment he was drafted, obviously coming in with hundreds of thousands of followers and building that following because of his personality and his ability on the field. I think it's so cool to have a player like that in the new era be able to come up here and truly get a shot, not just, a throwaway season for the Detroit Tigers. I know what happened last time out, blowing the lead and everything. I truly believe Max Clark can help this team win ball games. And I think along with the injury to Matt Vierling, I believe that Max Clark can help this team win and hopefully catch fire, and no matter what happens at the trade deadline, be competitive at the end of September trying to fight for a playoff spot. Do you believe he can help this team accomplish that goal, Raj?
I'm not going to lie. I was surprised that they called him up this early because of the rookie eligibility thing.
Yep.
But based off the fact that Vierling is hurt, and then you look at their options down in AAA, maybe they thought maybe Corey Jukes might get, but they decided to roll the dice now, and I think he can help out because where are they batting him tonight? I think he was batting the Raptor Torkelson.
Yeah,
It's a good spot. They're not batting seventh, so not putting a lot of pressure on him right away because he doesn't need that, and I think this will give him a chance to thrive a little bit. If there's one thing about AJ Hinch that doesn't get, I don't think he gets enough credit sometimes, is he knows where to put his players and know how to put them in positions to win, and I think he's doing that with Clark, absolutely.
And that's what you're going to see tonight. And he's playing in Sacramento to make his debut. I honestly think that this is a great spot for AJ Hinch, like you just talked about, to put him in that 7 spot. He's playing in Sacramento. I don't even know how many fans it holds, but it's, not many when it comes down to it. What was
AAA
that?
stadium. It's a AAA stadium, so
Yep.
it's the home of the River Cats.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's for him. This is kind of a familiar environment anyway.
Yeah, I love to see it for him where it's not, making your debut in the Bronx, or, in Fenway where you feel like you have to do too much with the history there. This is a spot where I feel like he can be successful, and it's in a time where everybody's, really down on the Tigers after what happened. So I think it's a spot where he's going to be able to truly be successful. And honestly, the way Javi's swinging the bat behind him, if Max Clark can, take a walk tonight or, find his way to slap a single, I think he can do some things on the base pass where these fans maybe that do have those preconceived notations of him, they're going to be able to fall in love with his game rather quickly. And I wanted to ask you about his base pass ability. Yeah, I know he has over 20 steals on the year. I know he can be a disruptor. What do you expect to see out of him in terms of, really utilizing that speed that made him a top 5 pick?
Lay down a bunt properly. I mean, I'm not trying to joke on Matt Verling or anything like that. I mean, we're talking about Saturday's game. But, no, the fundamentals, the little things like that, be able to, when he needs to take the ball the opposite way to get a runner over, the little things like that, that's what you're going to be expecting from Max Clark. And the ability also to draw up pitch count. So work the pitch count to get that walk, whatever he's got to do to get on base. I think that's what you're going to expect from Max Clark tonight, or just going forward. And so I think the biggest thing for Tiger fans is just to make sure you set your expectations to reality.
Yeah.
The kid struggles, he struggles. I just seen this. We've had this weird thing that we've gotten really spoiled. Kevin McGonigal. But Max Clark I think he's gonna do well. He's gonna do fine. But just if he gets through a slump, for the love of God, just calm down.
Exactly. And speaking of, just expectations and whatnot, I previously said, obviously, hyping up the stream, is he the next Bryce Harper? Is he the next Corbin Carroll? It's just a game of clicks. Obviously, those are sky-high expectations, which he will probably never, amount to. But if he is anything close to those guys, it is an A-plus draft pick. It's an A-plus time to bring him up. And I think, like you alluded to, that you were a little bit shocked about the rookie eligibility. I think it, kind of shapes a picture of a different time for Scott Harris, for Chris Ilitch. If he is good, I expect him to get a Kevin McGonigal kind of contract where you're not worried about trying to manipulate the service time, and you can see him grow and develop in a system with a guy like McGonigal for years to come. That's the goal. Did your mind go to that at all if he is able to be successful down the stretch here in 2026, or at least show the flashes?
I think I had the feeling that, or just as far as like their faith in him, is similar to McGonigal. I think they think if he's ready to go, he's ready to go. And so the Tigers right now need any type of win, even with, like, just for example, the scratch of Casey Mize tonight, among suspicion about him being traded, but then you see that he might have lost velocity. There's a lot of things going on. So I think right now the Tigers are just focused on making sure that Max Clark has the best debut possible.
And the best debut possible, you're going up against an Athletics team who, is spiraling at the, kind of like the Detroit Tigers in a sense, but a little bit worse. So I think for the Athletics, I think this is a great spot where Max can be successful. I talked about Javi behind him in the lineup. I think Javi, the way he's been swinging it, if Max can get on, you're going to be able to see that speed. But another reason why he was drafted so high, is his outfield ability, not just in the field. And obviously people are going to talk about the spring training, having a couple blunders. He's a kid. It's going to happen. But one thing that is like a non-negotiable with Max Clark is that arm strength and that cannon that I've seen him backpick people with in the minors and in the the futures game. I believe he was able to show off that arm talent. And I think that's one thing that this team is desperately missing out of a player, and it's a cannon from the outfield. I'm excited to see that tonight. What should fans expect, Raj?
I think from his defensive point of view, it is going to be the ability to circle in on the ball pretty quickly. Yep. I think also Clark, fundamentally speaking, will hit that cutoff, will do those little things. Not to say that Matt Verlaine and the guys don't do. I think James Outman has a cannon too, but what I think what you're going to have with Max Clark tonight is a guy who understands his environment. Like I mentioned earlier, knowing the dimensions of where he's playing, and I think just a ball that might be a little bit elusive to another person, Clark's to be able to handle it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm hoping I see that for sure tonight. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and Max Clark to go along with that cannon arm, and this is why he was drafted number 3 overall in 2023. And you talked about McGonigal. He was drafted in front of McGonigal. This is Scott Harris's, masterpiece. This is the first guy that he drafted. So that's why I'm so excited just to see, because one thing that, people can't really complain about is the way he's been able to draft for the most part. Raj, you've been able to cover this minor league system, and you do cover it better than anybody else. So make sure to check out Tiger Minor League Report, subscribe on YouTube. Where have you seen this system come along? Because Scott Harris gets a lot of hate. This team's made the playoffs back-to-back seasons. He obviously needs to get better at signing free agents, because we wouldn't be in a position right now to be selling if they were able to get the right pieces in here. But in terms of developing and drafting, how would you grade Scott Harris so far in his tenure with the Tigers from what you've seen in the minor leagues? Kevin McGonigal, A+.
I look at it this way. If you look at guys like the guys on the fringes, like Brant Herder, for example, who was drafted in the middle rounds, who's become an effective reliever. Obviously, he's on the injury list right now. You look at, he gave Tarik Skubal the changeup opportunity. People forget that. And I know Harris gets a lot of crap. I understand why. There was somebody earlier saying he doesn't spend money. Does he spend money wisely? No. You could sit there and say that. But you look at the development of guys like Clark, like McGonigal. McGonigal's a unicorn right now at this point. Yep. But when I think about the starters they've been able to turn into somewhat relievers, Hyu Lee is another prime example of this too. Hyu Lee is still a work in progress, but he's serviceable. The Tigers didn't really have serviceable players beforehand. They have a system that now they have nutrition, all these little things that didn't even have before.
Yep.
That people tend to not see on the surface because it's all in the minor leagues. It's not up here. But you see that translate up to the major leagues. Kiner Montero is a prime example of that. Kiner Montero does, and same thing with Trey Mellon. Both of those players developed under Scott Harris. I know they were drafted or signed by Avila, and you can give all the credit you want, but how did they develop? Through Scott Harris. Whether you like it or not, whether you like Scott Harris because you don't like Scott Harris because he's the nerd in the room and he's the smartest guy, his weird behavior, I get it.
Yep.
I get it. That's fine. That you're entitled to your opinion. But look at the development of the players they've had. Just saying.
Yeah, it's been great to see so far. And a guy like Bryce Rayner, obviously getting hot. I really like Briseño. I think Jordan Yost. I know you guys put out something on Yost earlier today. It's escaping my mind. But it just seems like it's at such a healthier place in terms of prospect development. And it really gives me hope that when these guys get here, like a Hyu Lee, who struggled from this at the start, he comes on and blows everybody out of the water from what he's been doing the last couple weeks, in the last couple months, to be fair, for Hyu Lee. And a guy where if they do trade Gleyber Torres, I would love to see Hyu Lee at second base every day and truly get that time to develop. And that was a move where you traded Michael Lorenzen for half a season for Hyu Lee, who developed into what I believe can be a starting second baseman for the Detroit Tigers and above, one WAR guy, at least that. But I'm super excited to see everything with Max Clark tonight. And thanks again, Raj, for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties to you and everybody in the chat. But I would be, crazy to not ask you about everything going down. I feel like I'm reading a different report every single hour. But in terms of, honestly, and it's all the biggest guys.
No, and honestly, Nick, that's where my frustration comes in tonight because I've been on my phone the entire time. I've been watching the minor league games like I normally do.
Yeah,
I've also been watching the Brewers system to see if there's some, the hug watch is happening or the Braves or anything like that. And it is beyond maddening right now. And I wish the talking heads either just like when they were saying earlier, oh, they haven't engaged in serious conversations about Skubal.
Yeah,
bull. You know what? Just saying.
Yeah, is that because how do you come out with a report like that unless they are asking for the number one prospect as they should to start? Do you think that's why that report's coming out when they say serious conversation?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But also Jim Bowden too. They were saying, "Oh, he's Jim Bowden talks out of his ass." I'm sorry, it's just some of these things are just ridiculous. And so, I know that they have to keep things in the news cycle. I guess I get it, but right now I don't know, except for maybe one or two people. No one knows what the Tigers are doing right now. Nobody. I mean, again, same thing. Like the trade yesterday for Jake Rogers going to Baltimore for a Double-A pitcher. Anybody see that coming?
Nope. Yeah, exactly. As we have Kevin McGonigal in a 1-1 count here, 1-2 now on Kevin going up against the lefty Springs. I'm not sure if you're tapped in, but
I'm watching it now. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. This is the first time we're doing this in studio. Obviously, we have you for as long as you want to give us here, Raj. But we got our guy Jeffrey here as well. We got our guy Chris behind the scenes, kind of learning from our guy Jeff. But a 1-2 coming in on McGonigal. And he takes it. Love to see that. And speaking of the development, before we get to everything Tarik Skubal, because I do want to ask you, and we've talked about it for months now, where he ultimately lands if he does, or if you believe he does get traded. But before we do, I mean, Kevin McGonigal, talk about face of the franchise player, rookie of the year in the future from what, we've seen so far. This guy's been absolutely incredible. What's impressed you the most about Kevin McGonigal's game?
His approach at the plate. I mean, the ability to be an elite hitter, where he gets down on the count. He might have, for example, we went 0 for 8 last week. Came back, no problem. Finished with 3 hits. When you have the Tigers haven't had a leadoff hitter like this, from my recollection, that I can remember, and recently, I should say. And so just for example, just with the leadoff walk right now, take what's given to him and take advantage of it, but it's creating chaos on the base pass. Those little things like that, for his ability, that has really impressed me for a guy who's just barely 21.
Yeah, it's been super impressive. Leadoff walk. We got Glaber coming up right now, down 0-1. But Glaber Torres actually spoke about Kevin McGonigal, and he's like, it's like this guy's been in the league for 7 or 8 years. That's literally what Glaber Torres said to me, which is such high praise from a 3-time All-Star Glaber Torres, who played in the Bronx before coming here. He was the All-Star starting second baseman last season, and he said he makes his life easier, by the amount of pitches he sees. He says every time he's up there, he's seeing 7 pitches, and he started that one off with 6. So just love to see it, and always love to hear the high praise of Kevin McGonigal when I talk to his teammates and truly what he's meant to this team. Between him and Dylan Dingler, who steps into the plate, one guy on first, one out here in the first inning against Springs. It's just been remarkable to see. And when it comes to top prospects, they don't all come to fruition. And Kevin McGonigal, to me, was never going to get traded. Max Clark, to me, was never going to get traded. But that's the way these other teams are probably feeling about their top prospects at the end of the day. And that's why I want to talk to you about, what do you think a realistic return looks like for a Tarik Skubal? Are people getting too big in the asks? Do you think the Tigers have every right to be asking for the team's top prospects, or do you think we should expect maybe a 2 to the second prospect and maybe beyond?
This is a driver's seat for Scott Harris, and here's the thing: Scott Harris has to get this right. He has to get this right
I
because
agree.
it's one of those things where I know that he will be asking for the number one guy and what have you. And he might not get it,
Yep.
but he has to get this right. He has to get whatever he gets back to be major league players that are ready to go. Because if he doesn't get this right, it screws up a lot of the depth right now. And a lot is riding on him. Maybe that's why he's disappeared. Maybe he's done that thing because he's in a bunker somewhere just eating Oreos and just looking at footage the entire time and going back and forth, or maybe playing some sort of Russian roulette, going if I be the trade or not, or whatever. I mean, I know it sounds like an extreme thing, but my point is that he will ask for the number one guy. Will he get the number one, like Jesus made, like the Brewers are saying he's untouchable with the labor lockout, the way it's happening and everything, and a lot of those things that are in play right now.
Yeah.
I understand why you don't want to give up prospects, and the injury history with Skubal aside too. But I think Skubal can put a team like the Brewers, like the Cubs, over the top because you have the Dodgers who want that three-peat so bad. So what are you willing to do? I mean, I read an article about comparing Skubal to the CC Sabathia trade the Brewers made back in 2008. For those who remember that trade, that put the Brewers into the playoffs for the first time since 1982 at that time. So I think if you're a team like that, you really have to tell yourself, okay, why are these prospects are they gonna help us long term? Or like some of this talent, like this Jesus make, is really good, really good. But you have to do something for the cost of winning, and that's why I'm just wondering who's gonna blink first.
For sure. And I've seen the Milwaukee fans on Twitter are the absolute worst. They're like, yeah, you could have our 12th worst guy. You could have Jet Williams if you want him. And
no.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. No, I don't want 22 or 23-year-old Jet Williams who has a 730 OPS in AAA that everyone wants to just trade away. I'm okay on that guy. And these fans are trying to push Jet Williams down our throat. We're like, we don't want him.
Yeah, like come on, like this guy was with the Mets, and there was a reason why the Mets traded him. I mean, look, Jet Williams is not a good player, and he wouldn't be able. There's something weird about short outfielders like that, and I've never understood the hype about that. But at the same time, Brewers fans are just gonna try to go, "Oh, guys, don't worry about like we don't know what we're talking about." I know what you guys are trying to pull, and I don't like it.
Exactly. And if you want to get swept by the Dodgers, or if you want to win one game on a Mizorowski start in the NLCS, go right ahead, Milwaukee, and watch Tarik Skubal pitch against you if the Dodgers are willing to give up a Sirota and a Hope to go along with a pitcher, if that is what you could get with it. If you could get, two of their top 5-6 guys, I would love that out of a Tarik Skubal trade. If it is a DePaula, I would also love that, although I know his outfielding and fielding ability isn't the best. It seems like his bat might be the best in terms of pure pop. But also I've been hearing great things about Sirota. Are there any guys that stand out to you in the Dodgers system that you would think Scott Harris is just, salivating over getting them into the Tigers system?
Before we get to the Dodgers, though, I do want to mention one Brewer prospect that's getting a lot of love. I
would love to. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Hosea Ragsdale, who's down in AA.
The number 6 guy, or is it?
Yeah, depending on where you look at rankings, he has come out virtually out of nowhere, having a really good year in Biloxi. He's swinging a ball. He's got the home runs. He's got the speed. He's got 18 combined home runs. That's a guy who's shooting up boards, and he's a lefty with speed and power. And the Tigers desperately need a guy with some power to him, at least with this. The fact he's also in the draft area where the Tigers are usually familiar with, Boston, like that whole Northeastern thing, that fits the Tigers to a T, to a certain extent, to me at least. But as far as the Dodgers go, going to the Dodgers, so the Dodgers are interesting in the sense that what cracks me up about them is that people are like, well, it's an embarrassment of riches, and they'll just they identify other players from other teams when they get these trades. They're like, okay, we want that big player. Well, maybe give this guy in AA and see.
Maybe toss a guy in there.
Maybe toss a guy in. It's crazy, and then all of a sudden they get really good. Yeah. And so for me, what comes to mind with as far as like James Tibbs, third, who's been hitting really well.
Yep.
This is a guy who was drafted originally by San Francisco. So he was part of that deal with Rafael Devers. So that's another example of this guy doing really well. It does scare me a little bit that the numbers are always the thing about the AAA numbers in with the Dodgers. Keep in mind, for everybody out there that doesn't know, is that the International League for some of those Western Coast teams, based off the climate, what have you, those affect the numbers a little bit. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, absolutely. The ball flies out for sure. I like him a lot. Mike Sirota is the one I really hope the Tigers can give a righty that gives him a little bit. That is he ready to go soon? He's still in Double-A, but he's mashing the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, it seems like a guy that would maybe get a short stint in Toledo and then get called up, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. And then another guy too that if they end up throwing this guy in the trade and he can run, but he doesn't really have a lot of power, but he can hit, is Kendall George. He's kind of a light, he's light in terms of not a good power hitting guy.
Yep.
But he's a guy that can get steals, get you on base. That's maybe a guy you could consider a throwaway, not part of the main package, but just a throw in there. But pitching wise, this is where it concerns me a little bit, and that's where Christian
nothing jumps to me.
I don't know about that. I like Christian Zazuda.
Oh no, I'm saying out of the MLB arms that they allegedly want back. What do you think about that whole thing, Raj? Because I'm not in love with Sheehan. I know I've heard talks of River Ryan, Mr. 27, older than me, but he's going to be 28 by the time he gets here. The guy he's been legally drinking beer for 7 years, Raj. I don't know if I want that guy in my, that's not the pitcher that I'm head over heels for.
And that's why a guy like Christian Zazuda, who's down in Double-A, who again another guy that they got from the trade from the Yankees.
Yep.
This is a guy who's done really well for him, and I'd rather go if you're not going to get a starter, if you're going to get another starter for your minor league depth, this is one to go after. But I'm not crazy in love with the Yankees system at all the Dodgers starters. Now, if I've heard the Cubs being interested, and the Cubs do you trade a guy like Jackson Wiggins, who's down in AAA, who's 6'6", 225, have that long extension the Tiger front office people love, or do you trade Cade? Is it why am I so suddenly drawing blank on his name? Cade Horton, because the Tigers apparently want 3 or 4 players MLB ready, and this fits the Cubs to a T. They do have 3 or 4 guys that they could give the Tigers. James Tranos, who's up right now from AAA, who's with the team now. They have a couple guys there. It's just a matter of if the Cubs are willing to pull a trade too. So, I
don't know if the Cubs have what it takes.
They don't, but that's the problem. Is they don't have the Tigers are apparently interested in Ben Brown, but he's had neck issues. So it's almost like, what team could present them with exactly what they need? There's several teams. It's just those teams would then hurt themselves in their own depth. That's the question. Is again, who's going to blink? Who really is going to blink first? Will the Braves do that?
The Braves obviously have the top pitcher in terms of top 100 guys in the Caminiti. But before we get back to that, Tyler Holton strikes out Nick Kurtz, big Amish on the corner, painting the black. Great to see from Tyler Holton to strike out Kurtz there. And before that, Riley Green popped out. Dylan Dingler popped out. Get your leadoff guy on. Advances to second on a balk, but unable to produce. But in the upcoming inning, Max Clark will be batting third, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have, hopefully, Rogelio for that at-bat. If you want to stick with us. Okay, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm really looking forward to it. Tyler Holton, it's big to get that leadoff guy out, especially when it's Kurtz.
Oh, by the way, Tyler Holton found by Skyers, signed off but that doesn't count or anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the animosity of the Detroit Tigers fans is, honestly, I don't think I've seen anything like it. I think it's worse than Steve Yzerman when he was here.
Yeah, no.
And they've made the playoffs back-to-back years, and they have the Rookie of the Year.
But here's the thing. You know what I think it is because no one likes to know it all. Really, It really is know it all. I might sometimes know what I'm talking about, but I'll admit I'm an idiot. I know sometimes I will.
I loved the article recently, Raj.
No, I'll admit when I'm wrong, but my point is I'm a flawed human being. Sometimes when people look at Scott Harris, they're like, "Well, he apologize. He treats people, maybe he has this arrogance about him, and people don't like arrogant people. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but it is because he's not approachable. I really don't know what it is. To me, as a baseball nerd, him and I, like I said, we talked about how you lead not being on the top 100 list for 5 minutes or almost like 10 minutes, impassionately talking about that. So to me, I don't think it's. I really think that's what it is. It's something really. They want him to be wrong. They want him to be wrong so bad for whatever reason, and that I don't get it. Like, he's given them structure. He's done so much, Nick, and I don't know.
Yeah, and I think if you don't have the injuries, then you're probably in a better spot where you're probably around 500. I mean, injuries aside, this bullpen stinks, and I think that's the biggest flaw of Scott Harris as of this moment was building that bullpen. But you couldn't foresee the absolute downfall of Will Vest after last season. Kyle Finnegan giving up all these big-time hits. You have Kenley Jansen, who looks like he fell off a cliff when he gave off all of the walk-off home runs. Tyler Holton's been, hit or miss, but, as he gets a drive, Jonah Hyde to deep left center.
Oof.
Oh, no, gets in between Max Clark's leg after it came off of Riley Green's glove. And Jacob Wilson's going to score on a double. Oh, no, Riley Green. It was in the glove.
Yeah.
No, Riley.
It looked like he almost tipped it to him, like boom, boom, and then Clark misplayed it.
Oh. Dang. Clark gets it in, but too little. Jacob Wilson right at the old way as he get his short, choppy steps going to second, and the athletic strike first. Not what you want to see in a bullpen game. You got to have sound defense. Riley Green tried to do his best there, but you got the glove on it. You got to come down with that one. Riley is Superman and all. Not the start that you want to get behind the 8 ball here after what happened on Wednesday. Gosh. That sucks to see. We got a few questions. Honestly, get your questions in there. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Smash that like button. We'll be joined with Rogelio of Tigers Minor League Report. Make sure to check them out on all socials and subscribe to their YouTube as well. We will get that in the chat for you. And make sure to check it out in the comments, all of their links as well. Tyler Holton gets a ground ball to the right side. Torque gets it, fires to Holton, gets the big out. Runner on third. You got to strand him here.
Yeah, it was a good play there by Torkelson, and then the job by Holton to get the ground ball there. So defensive alignment tonight, Malgeri in right, Clark in center, Green in left, McGonigal at third, Baez, which is an opportunity for Clark to play this outfield, Lee at second, and Torkelson at first. And I believe that Gleyber Torres is DH tonight too.
Yep. I like to have Gleyber in that lineup behind McGonigal for now as White steps up to the plate, drives one to right field, looks like a pop-up, and it is caught by Malgeri as the athletic strike first as it gets off of Riley Green's glove. But we will see Max Clark hitting third after Hao-Yu Lee and Spencer Torkelson. I am fired up, Raj. How you feeling?
I'm stoked, man. I'm really, really, really excited for him because I think he's, like I said, for all this, Wyatt Langford, not, stuff like that. Look, again, draft night, there's audio of me saying, like, why did they pick Clark?
I was a Langford guy. I'll admit. Yeah.
You live and learn. And either way, regardless, it's just like, look, I think Max Clark is going to be, the fact that he already endears himself to the fans, Tiger fans should know this guy works his ass off. So I'm stoked for this guy.
Yep, and while we have just a little bit of a break here, and Wyatt Langford's a hell of a player. It's just, can he stay healthy is the really only thing with Wyatt Langford. But I'm not even looking at him now. I'm over it to this point. Like, you were able to get McGonigal and Clark, so great to see from Scott Harris. I'm excited to see this at bat. But talking about top prospects, when me and you talked at Art and Jake's when we did our last live stream, shout out to everybody watching tonight that watched that as well. We had over 14,000, and we did over 400,000 views on that Hao-Yu Lee home run on Facebook, Raj. So I know we were going a little berserk there, but shout out to all the people from Taiwan that tapped in as well. That was really cool to see all the comments.
That was really awesome. That was one of the most genuine moments that I've had in a long time, and the fans to sit there and talk about the coverage and everything like that was really cool.
Yeah, it was a special moment for sure. We'll see how you lead in a second here, but these are top prospects. But when we talked about it, you said keep an eye on the Tampa Bay Rays. And as we go through the process, we got a whole lot of Brewers, a whole lot of Dodgers, and you're hearing the Tampa Bay Rays. And they just had a back injury to their stud lefty pitcher, Shane McClanahan. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but do you think they could ultimately get a package done if they don't want to give up their top 10 prospect in all of baseball, Gillian, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Yep. The outfielder who's a stud, who hits for power, great speed.
The thing that really, you look at the Brewers and the Rays, both have been very conservative when it comes to trading their prospects. But the Rays are also a development machine. Absolute development machine. And so a guy like, do they trade a guy for example, some of their pitching down in the minor leagues does not stand out. Like their number, like I love how people get obsessed with what about their number 5 prospect, Brody Hopkins? You mean a guy that has 82 walks and 84 innings pitched? No, thank you. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have 105 strikeouts, but 82 walks and 84 innings pitched?
Not going to fly here.
No, not going to fly here at all. But then you look at their, even like a guy like Michael, because can Michael Forrest be a guy that they can come in and maybe, but they're so deep. So take your pick. That's the problem.
Yeah, how you lead big strikeout from a changeup that wasn't near the plate. Looked like he swung a little out of his shoes there. Just want to see him. Just get back to just seeing a little bit more, but yeah,
that's the AAA lead. That's the AAA part right there. I was talking about how you lead. Like I want fans to curve their expectations for him.
Yep.
That he is going to have these moments where he's going to have big wild swings like that.
Yep, no doubt. As Spencer Torkelson steps in against the lefty, this is a spot where Torkelson can certainly thrive. As Max Clark is on deck, I would love to see Clark get up there with Torque maybe on second, a chance to drive in his first RBI in his first at-bat. But me and you talking a little bit about the Tampa Bay Rays. Actually, yeah, we can chat about the Rays a little bit, because talking about their top prospect, and like the Milwaukee Brewers, the reports are coming out that Brewers are not going to trade Jesus Made. And the reports also coming out that the Tampa Bay Rays will not trade their top prospect, number 9 in all of baseball, Theo Gillian, who is in Double-A, Guillen, and he has a 323 average combined between high A and Double-A, a 1.003 OPS, 18 bombs, 36 stolen bases, 16 doubles. If I'm having a conversation with the Rays, it starts with him, and I'm not really
nice.
Let's go, Torque. Let's go. Gets a duck on the pond for Max Clark as he steps up to the plate, and we'll continue that conversation after. Here we go, Raj. I think you might be a split second ahead of me, but I'm not positive. But we will just.
All right, for now, I will not react until you react. Let's
okay.
Go there.
All right, that sounds good.
There's his lovely wife there, right there.
Yep. Shout out, clapping. That was actually shout out her Instagram. It popped up on my Explorer. There we go. Max Clark making his debut. Sees a first pitch, lefty slider, lets it slide right there outside.
Let's make a quick bold prediction here. I think he's gonna walk. I think he'll draw a walk.
I think he's gonna slap one to left field and move it along, get guys on first and second.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's probably the better. That's a better opportunity.
Oh, 2-0, high fastball. Max Clark. I mean, I love that bright orange elbow pad. It's got the electricity, the spark on it. They're talking Tigers' number 1 prospect there, over 800 OPS, 2-0 count. Do you let him rip right here, Raj?
If it's close enough, yeah, but I think he'll follow back here. See? All right.
Oh!
My walk. I'm still sticking with my walk. All right.
They're staying away from him. 3-0. Do you give him the green light? Do you dare give the rookie in his debut, first at bat in the big leagues, the green light?
I would think. You know what? Hinch might be a traditionalist, but
I do it for the lore. I do it.
Yeah, I do it for. See here.
Max Clark
takes it. Strike. That was a good pitch.
paints a four-seam fastball on the outside corner. Thank God he wasn't swinging. It looked like he was taking all the way there. He talked back to the ump right on the corner. I'm sure he said right there. As 3-1 count, Torkelson on first. Max Clark in his first ever big league at-bat.
Oh, well, come on.
Oh.
Really? Come on.
High fastball on the corner. It looks like
they're not giving him anything over the middle. Nothing.
Yup.
Zero.
They're staying away from Clark. They don't want him to turn on it. They're already respecting him with these pitches. And Max Clark calls a timeout, resets, 3-2 count. Springs comes up. Could this be Max Clark's first hit?
Oh, I called it.
Boom! Let's go, Raj. There we go. That's a big time at bat. That's a big time walk. Big props to Raj there. Yeah. Let's go. He absolutely called it. Oh my gosh! All right,
he's not gonna. He's not. I'll finish the inning with you guys, but like I said, he's not going to be a guy. Psychologically speaking, he's gonna stay with himself with that. So, and it's up to Baez. And look, Baez has been swinging a hot plate, but I like this. The left to righty here. So let's see what happens here.
It extends that lineup, and you haven't seen Outman have those at bats.
No.
And that's the difference to me. And that's he for sure would have. He for sure would have struck out. Yeah, it is what it is. Raj is going to stick with us for the rest of the inning. Shout out to Raj. Make sure to follow him and subscribe on Tigers Minor League Report on YouTube. And make sure you subscribe to us here at Woodward Tigers as Javier Baez sits on a 1-0, drives it.
Broken bat,
third base, turning it. Oh, Javi doesn't have that speed that he used to. Double play, and the half inning. What was that, Raj?
Is that the new guy?
No, so this is Jeff Walker, but we have Chris, our new guy, behind the...
He is behind there.
Nice beard. I like the beard, man.
Raj says nice beard.
Hold on.
Loves the beard.
Rod.
He's grabbing some. Okay. He's grabbing some headphones. Chris, do you know how to change it to your camera? Yep. All right, Chris, say hello to everybody as we introduce Chris to Raj, producing on the first day. Shout out to Chris. Chris, shout out to Raj right here. He's excited to see you.
Raj, honored to be here. Shout out Nick, who was able to get me to Woodward, so it's an honor to be here. So excited to get going, and let's get a win today, Raj.
Wait, man, great Tiger shirt. I like that shirt a lot.
Hell yeah. Right there. Shout out to our guy, Chris. Shout out to Jeff. And shout out to you, Raj. Thanks for being patient with us throughout it all. He's been, rocking with us all season long. Super excited for everything that you guys have cooking up. I've been staying in touch with the roundtable articles that have been coming out, trying to read a little bit more of, expand everybody's work, trying to pick up on some things so I can, kind of get better myself in the writing era, just sticking to blogs for now at the network. But super fun with it. Before we let you go, Raj, we talked about the Rays a little bit. Do you think they can get a deal done without giving up that top prospect, Gillian?
I think the Rays are going to get a deal done without giving him up, but I think it's not going to be with the Tigers. I think they might, maybe Freddie Peralta was scratching that for the Mets is a possibility. And I think Reed Detmers is also a guy to look at too as well for the Rays. Okay,
so that's for Tampa. And then I'm not sure when we will be lucky enough to have you on again, but if we don't, but I hope we do, where does Tarik Skubal land, and where do you predict Casey Mize goes if traded?
I think Mize. I think a team like Atlanta, because he has his off. He lives in Florida in the off season.
Okay,
he's got Auburn fans right there. I think that would make a lot of sense. I think he ends up going to either, even the Brewers might land Mize for like a couple of guys. So I think like that. But where's Tarik Skubal ends at, man, it is like honestly right now. I know that everybody's saying the Dodgers or anything like that, but I still think it's like some mysterious team that we're just going to come out of the woodwork and just go. It's going to be maybe a team like Seattle. Maybe the Yankees come out of nowhere and give them like something that they just can't resist. But it's going to come down to the wire. I really do. I think I would be shocked. I would be completely shocked based off what's out there right now, based off the alleged rumors.
Yep.
Because I'm doing a show 5:30 Sunday or Monday afternoon. I'm doing a show at 5:30 because we did this last year. We did a countdown, and then they got a trade deadline done. I think they got a trade deal done at the last minute. So
yeah, it was the Charlie Morton one at the shot clock.
Yeah, the shot clock. So I think they might pull a shot clock deal here with a couple other guys.
Do you think with Skubal?
I think it's going to be with Skubal. I think Skubal's going to come down the last. The Tigers. Look, let me get this out there. The Tigers did try to sign him to a deal. The allegedly Boris wanted more years, and Tigers balked at it. I mean, he was talking about like an 8-year, 10-year deal or something like that. So,
yeah, I'd be way too hot and sweaty on trade deadline day come 5 o'clock when I'm in this studio if Tarik Skubal is still a Detroit Tiger. I would not be able to
cue the Jaws music, man. Cue the Jaws music. That's what it's going to happen.
I certainly hope not. My heart cannot take it. I hope he's gone Sunday night, honestly, after the game. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
But you guys both know as content creators that you can get 3 or 4 days out of this and milk it. You know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's definitely that's part of the game that you have to play, and lucky enough to be a part of it right now. And shout out to everybody watching and everybody listening. Once again, Raj, where can everybody find you? Best in the game. So happy that you joined us for Max Clark's official first at bat, where you called that he was going to walk. Shout out to Raj. Jeff, do you have any question before we let Raj go?
Raj, appreciate that. Man, I do try to take care of my beard. It's Dingler! Strike
That's what you call right there. 90 miles an hour out of his hands.
Let's go.
Best catcher in the league.
Yeah. Look at that. He's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's like, don't run on me.
Just now.
You thought you were quick enough. No.
No. Look at that. Like, boom, out. And Baez is so good at, just...
Yeah, applying those tags.
The way he covers the play like that, just always has that quick tag down. Does a really good job with that.
Dingler's probably
you're the best
beard.
Back. Yeah, you're the best beard of Woodward. But I mean, I have the goatee going myself. But
stamp
everybody can find me at Tigers ML Report or at the Rajcast. Do not go to Rajcast Baseball on Twitter. Some douchebag Bitcoin bro stole it, so do not go there. The Rajcast is the official account of myself, and you can find everything else on our tigersminorleaguereport.com and our Patreon as well.
Well, shout out to Raj for joining us for the first official Woodward Tigers live stream in here. And we got to break down some Tarik Skubal trade talks. We got to break down the #1 prospect in the Detroit Tigers organization, Max Clark. And Raj, you called it. You saw the walk. And that's what it's all about, passing the sticks to the next guy, not trying to do too much. You were spot on with that, and we appreciate your time here tonight. Thank you a lot, Raj.
Yeah, appreciate
Thanks, guys. You have a great rest of your show, guys.
Yep.
Nice meeting you, Raj.
Everybody, make sure to go subscribe to Tigers Minor League Report on YouTube. And make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers if this is your first time here. We appreciate you guys tapping in with us. Thank you so much. I am your host, Nicholas Kohloff, Detroit Tigers beat reporter for the network.
And I am Jeffrey Walker.
Shout out to Jeffrey Walker.
Joining
in. You want to help out Chris for a sec?
What's that?
Jeff. Oh, okay. We're working on the fly. All right, here we go. This way. All right, got it. Yep. All right.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. We're queuing up the cameras. Okay, my bad. You guys were set up.
I had to move you.
I was underestimating you.
Just a tad. Listen,
let's go.
There was some mad scientist work going on behind the scenes there.
Oh my gosh, I gotta say, you guys were chefing it up. Lucky to have you.
Can you see the stream?
Yeah, it looks great. You got the scoreboard in there as well.
Listen,
what is going on? Shout out to Jeff Walker.
I was fighting with that scoreboard, bro.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, this is what it's all about.
I called for help. The Avengers didn't help.
No,
Avengers didn't help. Shout out to Spenny. Avengers didn't help. I just had to. And then finally, I was like, let me figure it out. I went to a different thing.
Yeah.
And I somehow got it to work, and I was like, oh, we're golden. We're golden.
We are golden. And shout out, we got our intern here, Chris Bean. First time ever on Woodward Tigers. I'm so fired up to have you. We got Jeffrey Walker here.
Shout out,
Fellas, Max Clark not trying to do too much. That's exactly the at-bat that you want to have to calm your nerves as a pro and prove. Like, it's almost, too much on brand were the two Scott Harris guys where he talked about wanting to develop in the strike zone, seeing the strike zone, taking walks. Max Clark walks in his first at-bat and doesn't strike out.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about what we want to see from Max Clark. Like I told you, I wanted to see the swag. I wanted to see the Max 2 Chains out there.
Yeah.
But for him to come in and to have a professional at-bat,
yep,
this is something that we've seen from Kevin McGonigal in his first at-bat. A true professional at-bat shows that he is, somewhat ready for this stage because he didn't let the moment get too big for him. He stayed controlled. He stayed poised and was able to draw a walk. And it's just a walk, but it shows that he has some control.
Exactly, and going up lefty on lefty. I mean, that's not easy for anybody, but we are going to dive a little bit more into the game as Ben Malgiri strikes out on that changeup away. We've seen him pick Hao-Yu Lee apart. Ben Malgiri, the next victim with that changeup, going up against the righty and bouncing over to the lefty there as there's one out here in the top of the third. The Detroit Tigers find themselves down 1-0 in a game where you need to see it. Jeffrey, you like what you see? Daniela Bruce doing some interviews here?
No, I'm talking about the Maxwell Clark 2 Chains. Come on, them things is dancing, bro.
The 2 Chains.
The 2 Chains. He got the chains dancing. They shining.
Are you surprised his wife doesn't have on 2 Chains?
She should. I think you're doing a disservice. She should have a big old Max Clark chain on, bro.
McGonigal pops one left side, long run for the outfielder, and it is into the stands. As Kaylee Clark is talking with Daniela Bruce there, and as we have a 1-1 count on Kevin McGonigal, Max Clark posted this picture to his Instagram earlier today. Young Max Clark, great to see rocking the old English D on a Little League team out in Indiana. Is there any Little League team that you used to play for? I used to play for the Athletics, funny enough, in fall ball.
So we never, in my area, we never really had like sponsored by or shown like a team.
Yeah.
It was sponsored by a company.
Okay, we had that as well.
They would have, you would wear their apparel, their name on it.
You ever had, no, actually not going to say that. Not our sponsor.
Football? Yes,
yeah.
We did have that.
Okay.
I played for the Steelers. And
yeah, all that whole 9 yards there.
Yeah.
Shout out as
good times as a kid.
Oh, for sure. No better time. And thank you so much for being here, Jeff, as McGonigal 2-1 lays off of the slider. And that is the eyesight of a king right there. Been eating his carrots. What an eye on that guy right there. Kevin McGonigal, 3-1 count. This is where if they come inside on McGonigal, I want to see him do some damage. They do. He drives one deep center field. Going back. Does he got it? Does he have it?
It's gone!
Let's go! Kevin McGonigal! 3-1 count. They do go inside. He's able to extend those arms, and McGonigal gets the Tigers on the board. 1-1, 415 feet. Jeffrey Walker told you, don't go inside on him. He drives it deep to center field, and the Tigers tie this one up.
I got nervous because it looked like the center fielder looked like he had a jump on it.
Yeah, he did.
And he didn't. Thank God, because that was a beautiful swing from Kevin McGonigal. I mean, he knew exactly where that pitch was going, and he literally just said, you know what, this is mine. Deep center, by the way, flashing the power.
Let's go. Flashing the power indeed, and that's what it's all about for Kevin McGonigal right there. You get ahead in the count where he has to come to you and try to attack.
Maybe the Tigers ain't done.
What was that?
Maybe the Tigers ain't done.
Maybe the Tigers ain't done. We're going to be saying that hopefully all night long if we can get some more at-bats like Kevin.
We're going on a roll.
I mean, bring up the youngins. Get the bullpen action going. Some magic, some pitching magic, whatever.
Can I interest you in Cameron Flukie already? Huh?
Make his debut already. I got to ask Chris, Kevin McGonigal goes deep, gets inside, able to drive that ball deep to center. What's impressed you the most about Kevin in his rookie season? We know he can, take some pitches, but what's impressed you the most striking the baseball?
He's really short, compact to the ball. You saw, that's baseball 101. 3-1 count, one pitch, one spot, dead red, they call it. And he threw a fastball right a little bit in, but it was almost middle. You can't draw it out better than that.
Cannot draw it up better than that. Shout out to our guy Chris here. Everybody go smash the like for Chris making his debut on Woodward Tigers. We got Nick is trying to take Dan Dickerson's job. Shout out to Goodfella. Nobody is taking Dan Dickerson's job. That man will, retire when he wants to. He's never getting pushed out of that booth. Shout out. I got to do this effing post game. Dan Dickerson's an absolute legend. I've actually talked to him once on opening day last season in my first day on the job as the Tigers beat reporter for the network, and I was able to have a few-minute conversation with him last year, and he talked about Kevin McGonigal and his development. And everybody talks a lot about the player, but a lot of people don't know Kevin the person, and he is just the most humble guy in the locker room, everything that you want to ask for in a teammate and more. And Kevin McGonigal crushed that baseball to center field. Love to see it for McGonigal. And as we get Dylan Dingler stepping up, I gotta grab my water here, Jeff, for a second. So I want you to break this at bat down for the people.
Yeah. Dylan Dingler, 0-1 count. Gets a pitch. It's going to be a blooper. A blooper single for Dylan Dingler. He gets on first base. Tigers got themselves some traffic on the base paths here. Gleyber Torres at second. Dingler with a single to get 2 men on board for the Detroit Tigers. Could we be potentially witnessing Max Clark first RBI in the major leagues, along with his first hit? This could be something that we see this inning if it continues the way it is now. Now we have 2 men on base, Torres at second, Dingler at first, 1 out. Max Clark grabbing a bat, grabbing a helmet, getting ready. Riley Green is up to bat. Let's see if Riley can continue this hot inning for the Detroit Tigers. Lefty on lefty matchup for Riley Green.
Let's go. Tigers are cooking.
And it's going to be. At least it's not a double play.
At least it's not a double play. As we get How You Lee, right?
Play. No, I think it's it is How You Lee.
How You Lee. They got him on the changeup away. I want to see him kind of get more into his zone. But How You Lee, he stepped up big the last month for the Detroit Tigers. This is his spot. If he could be the starting second baseman moving forward, this could be big time.
I mean, it's big
it starts
time because
now.
What does that mean you can do with one
Gleyber
Torres who's on third base? That means you can potentially look to move him to a team that is in need of a second baseman as well.
Drives it to shortstop. Oh, he dives and Kurtz with that big body length is able to corral the baseball. Oh, that would have been a great time for an error, Jeff.
You love to see a replay here because I want to see if he. There we go.
Oh, the replay
that's a replay we all want to see.
Yep, the replay of Kevin McGonigal.
Look at the youngins.
Yeah.
Showing love to
Max
each other.
Clark giving some props to Kevin McGonigal. Casey Mize laughing a little bit.
Nick, I thought we were going to see a chance for Max Clark to get his first RBI and hit in the major leagues in that inning.
Would it really be the Detroit Tigers? Would it really be if it wasn't? Would it really be?
2 weak grounders and innings over.
2 weak grounders indeed, as we got a clip getting cut off right now. Shout out. Yeah. But Chris, if you want to turn it down just a wee bit there. But
his mic's not on.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was coming through or not, but all right, there we go. Shout out. All right, and I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat joining us tonight. This was a last-minute stream that we did, so we appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Smash the like button on this stream. And the Detroit Tigers tie it up. We got Even Crazier Clown in there. We got Goodfella. We got Nicole saying Magoo. Shout out. We got Gromit. We have Jim Beller. We got Sparkplug. Sparkplug Doug. Tell us about the game. WTF. Doug, we had a guest on. We were podcasting for a little bit. There's big news going on around the MLB with Tarik Skubal. I don't know if you've heard.
That might have been my
burner.
I think he might have sent that when I was going off about how I had to work the scoreboard.
Probably. Nitty Gritty is still mad.
Man.
No, I'm not even reading that. He's still mad at me about I was pretty turned up at the all-night party. Nitty, I appreciate you.
Just kidding, bro. He said just kidding.
No, he was talking shit earlier.
Listen.
He was talking shit earlier. He's still mad. Nitty, I love you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not talking about the all-night party. This is their show.
This dude was trying to ruin the audio for the whole stream.
Stop it.
After all my hard work.
All right, here we go. How you Lee looked back. He was not able to pull through for the Detroit Tigers on that one. But who comes in here? Is this
Ty Madden?
Ty Madden
Nick,
getting the mound?
Ask,
What's up?
are we back to pitching chaos?
Well, right now with Casey Mize out of here, we got to be. Is Ty Madden
That's
steps
kind
up.
of fueled that run for them 2 years ago when they got hot.
It really is. But, how you lead with a little Mario.
Thanks to a little shift.
Little shift, got up there. I thought that was dropping in center field, no doubt
Yeah, I
about
thought that
it.
was a single. I mean, that thing was lasered up the middle.
Yep, and Ty Madden was the 32nd pick overall in the 2021 MLB draft as Kurt steps up to the plate in his home field here. This is a matchup you got to be weary of. Nick Kurtz can do damage to the baseball, and it starts him off with another breaking ball to get ahead in the count. Big time for Ty Madden, back-to-back hitters.
Yeah, I mean, it was a well-positioned slider right on the outside.
Yep.
Because you do not want to leave anything hanging over the middle with Kurtz up to bat.
We got Goodfella Nick make some trade proposals for these Tigers players on the block. I will scavenge the earth for the best trade proposals for you guys as we get into this game and everything. Talking about big time swing in on the cutter. He goes outside with that breaking ball, inside on the cutter. 1-2 count here on Kurtz. Where do you want to see Ty Madden go here, Jeff?
I want to see him challenge high fastball.
High fastball is what Jeff is calling for. I want to see that cutter again.
And it was a high fastball, but he missed.
High fastball too far inside as the Detroit Tigers tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the third on a Friday night.
Look at that. They're
Skubal and Mize.
Players that won't be here.
Skubal and Mize sitting together, looking on to a team that they probably will not be a part of.
I mean, Nick does it. I mean, it's
and they got to be talking about it right now, right?
It's such a tough position to be in. If
Looks like, oh, wow. My bad to cut you off. Looks like Skubal just got a fresh cut.
Yeah.
Before.
Gearing up for that move. You know what I mean?
Gearing up for his first press conference.
You know, because look, when he gets traded, he's not gonna have a barber in that new city.
Yeah.
So he has to get a cut now so that he got that fresh look for when he gets there. Now he can take his time to find a new barber. I think that's what it is.
No doubt about it. It's Ty Madden has moved down to 3-2 now on Kurtz. This is where he can do some damage, but he also draws more walks than anybody. Looked like a check swing. Did he go? No, he did not.
Nick, he missed inside. Was that 3 times in a row?
I mean, that's a guy that you don't want to get.
He missed inside 3 times in a row. High fastball inside, missed. It looked like that cutter low inside, missed. And I think the one before that one might have been inside as well.
Kurtz has a 3.7 WAR on the season, 257 batting average. He's dropped off after his unbelievable start to the season, but he has let's see how many walks on 78 walks on the season. Unbelievable from Kurtz. Great job. I love to watch that kid play. Honestly, he's a stud. I was not able to interview him yet, but that's a guy on the bucket list for sure.
He's who you wish Spencer Torkelson was.
Absolutely. I'm not scared to say that. I mean, for sure. As Jacob Wilson steps into the plate, he was second in Rookie of the Year last season behind who, Jeff? Mr. Kurtz, his teammate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they had their number 1 and 2. He actually hit over 300 in his rookie season, if I'm not mistaken. But Wilson's a guy that can get contact, but you could be able to get to ground out here. 0-2, get him off balance. Oh, high fastball. Tried to get him swinging.
He hasn't thrown a breaking ball yet in this at bat. Let me get the.
Pulling it up right now is Ty Madden. 12 pitches on the night so far in the third inning. Just came in for Tyler Holton. 0-2 count on Jacob Wilson. Dingler setting up outside. They go there. They get the swing and miss, and they say foul ball. Dingler can't believe it. Oh, it just bounced out of the glove. Slider down, away, chasing.
Oh, he didn't even
touch it.
He didn't even touch it. It hit the ground.
That's terrible. Terrible.
That?
I don't know if you can challenge that, but Ty Madden goes back to it. Center field. Max Clark on it. Oh, what a read by Max Clark. Wasn't dropping in center field today. Let's go. He came up ready to fire to first base. What a read on this one. I thought that was dropping. Play it inside.
It looked like it was going to be. He was in great position to begin with.
Showed off that speed.
A little bit of burst.
Burst, yeah.
Quick step that got him there.
Jeff, I'll tell you straight out, that's not a guy I would want to race in a 40.
No. No, you don't, Nick.
What do you think he runs? 4.4?
He's probably flashing 4, probably like
4.3,
4, late 4.4 or 4.5, somewhere around there, I think.
4-seam dotted at the top of the chart right there. Two outs on two outs on the Athletics here in the bottom of the third. Jonah Heim up.
You might have a chance, Nick, because, baseball players aren't really accustomed to running 40s. So you might have a chance. Max
Clark, fast as you could see right there on that play. Great to see. And another slot cutter right there on the outside corner. Ty Madden wheeling and dealing. He looks really good right now. Love to see it from Ty, and love to see everybody in the chat joining us. We appreciate you. Get your questions in there if you have any for us. We will bring up any of your guys' possible trade rumors, possible anything. Max, put me in, Coach Clark. I would wager Clark is now the fastest in the league, says Paul.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the fastest players in the league. I think that is probably, I don't know.
Who?
That's tough.
Fastest in the league?
Who is
PCA, possibly?
No, honestly, no, I don't think so.
He might be.
I'm trying to think of who would be the fastest in the league.
Max Clark is up there. Let's go with that. But, the guy on the Rays, the name's escaping me.
You
know what I'm talking about?
Yes, he's the
Simpson.
Simpson. Chandler Simpson.
Chandler Simpson's the fastest guy in the league for sure. I think he stole like a zillion bases in the minor leagues. As we get Jonah Heim now in a 2-2 count after Madden was ahead of him, tied up right here at 2. See if he can get another swing and miss, get it back to this offense, try to get a chance. Goes outside with that fastball. 3-2 count now on Heim. Runner on first. You got to be careful.
Second time.
Can't give up any free walks here for any free bases. So Max Clark in center field just made a great play on a ball. Got to really show off that athleticism and burst on it. He came up almost ready to fire to first base as Jonah Heim sees ball 4, and that's where Ty Madden. You got to go at these hitters. You cannot give up free bases. Ty Madden right there is in a little bit of trouble here in the third. Runner at first and second. The pitch count getting up there.
I think that's, exactly why he's coming out of the bullpen now.
Instead of being a starting position?
Because when he is a starter, he tries to dance around the batters instead of attacking them.
For sure.
You've seen it here. Like, he started 2-0 against Kurtz. He had the leverage in that at bat, and he let it go 4 straight balls. And the same thing just happened in the Jonah Heim at bat. He was up 0-2, 4 straight balls.
Yeah, you can't really.
At some point, you got to attack.
Exactly. You definitely have to. How do you walk them here? Christ is king. Trade rumors. Tigers keep Skubal, says Paul. The bullpen gives me nightmares. Nibble. Get rid of Madden. Not sure what that's all about from our guy Sean. Chandler Simpson is the only player on the MLB show with 99 speed. All right, so shout out. Good fella right there. And he drops in another beautiful cutter, keeping the guys off balance.
First pitch?
What?
It's the first pitch. He's aggressive. I don't understand.
Yeah.
After that, it just goes bye-bye.
And it does go bye-bye right there. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share the stream with any of your baseball friends. 0-1 count, top of the zone. 4-seam fastball gets Soderstrom swinging, and it's an 0-2 count, first and second. This is the biggest pitch of the game so far.
Go right back to it.
Crisis King, got to be careful with Soderstrom. I'm with you. He could change the game with one swing of the bat, and this team down 3 right now. I don't know how they would do in terms of their confidence. 0-2 count. Soderstrom looks at, wow, splitter misses big time on that one. Ty Madden not able to find that command at 0-2 right now. He's fighting it. Going to have his 24th pitch of the inning coming up here, and Ty Madden entering this game has a 2.67 ERA on the season. High fastball. Soderstrom just able to catch up with it to foul it back.
He should have did that the previous pitch.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know what that splitter was, but
he missed big on it for sure. But yeah, Ty Madden 2.67 ERA. Does that surprise you, Jeffrey?
No. I mean, somewhat, but no, because he doesn't get a lot of play.
Yep, exactly. This is a big spot right here. You got to keep this at 1. Soderstrom able to foul off that fastball. 94 heatered up top. We will have some Tarik Skubal potential trades coming up here in just a moment before the Detroit Tigers come back up to play. Make sure to smash that like button in here as we have our guy Chris cutting up a clip right now for the fellas to be able to put out there as Ty Madden trying to get out of trouble. 1-2. Curveball low, and he fouls it off. Slider.
He's actually attacking the batter this time.
Yeah.
And it's just Soderstrom is doing a great job at protecting the plate. But, chat, I want to know. We're going to get into the trade rumors. If you had a name out there that you want for Skubal, I want you to put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat who you guys want to get in the package. There we go. Ty Madden, slider to second base. How you Lee. Able to wrap it up. Let's go, Jeff. That's how you get out of it without the big-time homer. Find yourself down. Due up. Who do we got, Jeff?
Max Clark.
Let's go.
To be honest, 2 chains, Max Clark.
Are you shocked he's not rocking 2 chains?
He is.
Was he?
Are you not paying attention, Nick?
Yeah, they're not the big ones like I'm expecting.
Oh, I mean, come on, man.
He's got some low-key chains tonight.
He wants to be quick.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be held down with it.
Yeah, you can't be held by the big chain, man.
For
Everybody
sure.
know that.
No doubt about it. And I've seen a lot of potential trades. This one came from MLB Network for Tarik Skubal. This was one I didn't love. Actually,
there's a lot of them out there I don't love.
Okay, this one I'm taking a pretty good hard look at, as in I might do this one, but we'll get your take on it here in just 1 second, and we will get our guy Chris Bean's take on it behind the desk here in just one moment. But this trade, for everybody out there wanting to talk trades, I think personally the biggest trade partner is the LA Dodgers. They want to go back to back to back, first team ever in the National League to do so. But in this trade, the LA Dodgers would acquire Tarik Skubal, and the Detroit Tigers would get right-handed pitcher Emmett Sheehan, outfielder, number 11 prospect in all of baseball, right-handed hitter Mike Sirota, who has an over 1,000 OPS in Double-A, ready to play pretty damn soon here, outfielder, number 90 prospect in all of baseball, James Tibbs III, big-time hitter, could contribute instantly for the Detroit Tigers, but he is a lefty, and I know they want a righty bat. And then you also have the LA Dodgers number 10 prospect, left-handed pitcher Zach Root, who is in Double-A. He's 22 years old. He has a 2.40 ERA, 60 innings, 79 Ks. In high A ball, Jeff Walker, are you doing this dealer?
I would do that deal.
What?
I would do that deal.
I would as well.
Like I've said this before, but the Dodgers literally just have so much to offer.
Yeah.
Like,
put it in the chat if you would do that deal. I'm going to read it one more time as Spencer Torkelson is ahead in the count 2-0. Dodgers get Skubal, and this is from MLB Network on Instagram in a trade hypothetical. The Tigers would acquire right-handed pitcher Emmett Sheehan, outfielder, 11th ranked prospect in all of baseball, Mike Sirota, 90th ranked prospect in all of baseball, outfielder James Tibbs III, and the LA Dodgers 10th ranked prospect, left-handed pitcher Zach Root. I am accepting this deal.
Yeah, that's a haul.
That's a haul. You get your ready-made pitcher, you get a potential pitcher of the future, and you get 2 guys who are ready to contribute now.
Yeah, I mean, like Nick, I've told you this.
I would love this deal, actually.
I said this for the video we did the other day, yesterday. I don't care about the pitchers. Like, this team they're stacked with pitching rotation. It's deep into their minor league system right now with Cameron Flukie being added to that. As we get Max Clark coming up to bat.
Yep.
If I'm the Tigers, I'm looking at I need one of those 3 outfielders for the Dodgers.
All right,
If
we're going to put that. Yeah, we're going to put that on pause for 1 second as we got Max Clark stepping into the box. Lefty on lefty. Max Clark sees fastball down the middle at 88. Saw 7 pitches in his first at-bat. Walked. Great at-bat in the first one. Saw the first pitch there. Hell, I don't think you'll ever see a better fastball than that one.
But at the same time, he's trying to be patient.
For sure. I'm not blaming him. Max Clark sees a slider outside. They're staying away from him a little bit here, which is great to see. They're giving Max Clark some respect early in his career. 65 pitches already for Springs as Max Clark in a 1-1 count. Spencer Torkelson on first base. Tigers looking to take the lead or just keep this little rally going. 1-1 count. Max Clark. Slider up. That eye is extremely impressive so far. Looks back to the ump. I mean, he's seeing the ball great right now. What you've seen out of Max Clark so far, it's been unbelievable. We'll get to that in 1 second, Jeff. But 2-1 count. Guy on first. Max Clark takes his first swing. Four-seamer fouls it back, but it looked like he was on it.
He was. It was just. I feel like. Maybe he was thinking it was going to be a little bit more inside, and it was outside because it looked like it hit right at the end of that bat.
No doubt about it. And then the last 7 days, Max Clark has an on-base percentage at .533 in the last 3 games. Max Clark 2-2 count. Spencer Torkelson on first, and they throw back to Torque. How about that?
You know what that
How about
is?
that fit right there?
You know what that is?
What up?
That's them trying to get into his head. They're trying to get into Max Clark's head right now.
You think so?
Torque is not stealing a base.
All right, here we go. Lefty on lefty. Max Clark walked in his first at-bat. 2-2 count on the rookie. Second at-bat is a pro. Max Clark bloops it left field. It looks like it is. It is his first big league hit. Max Clark. He just flares one out to left field. He stayed on that slider. The dugout's fired up. Big smile for Max. 2 chains Clark right there. Baby. Jeff, that's what it's all about. He's hung in there. He hung in there, he battled, and he flared it out to left. That's the difference of a guy trying to do too much and taking what is given to him in the at-bat.
Exactly, because we've seen patience from him.
Yep.
We've seen patience from him.
Yep, you got it, I got you.
Okay. We've seen patience from him, and he was able to foul off a pitch that he could have really did some damage to. And they tried to freeze him. They tried to freeze him and go to Torque at first base. He's not a base stealing threat.
Yep.
As we see him on the move here, by the way, and he was able to just fight that slider off, not with much power, but it got to where it needed to go. And now he's on first base. And speed. If Javi can somehow find a way to put this in the outfield, we're looking at Max Wheels coming to play here.
As we have our guy Chris tapping in. Max Clark gets his first hit ever. Chris, how you feeling? First at bat is a walk. Second at bat, bloop single, the one that I was looking for. And the first at bat comes in the second. Chris.
Hell yeah, like Jeff just said. I mean, he didn't try to do too much. I mean,
Javi just tried to do too much there. Oh my gosh. Swinging out his shoes. Sorry, Chris.
No, you're good. But a good piece of hitting. I mean, we saw McGonigal 3-1 dead red, and then Max Clark went with the pitch, took it the other way. First hit in the big leagues. Let's go.
Javi drives one deep center field. Let's see if Max Clark tags from first. Doesn't try to do too much on that one. Smart play maybe sending him potential steal
Right here.
opportunity.
Absolutely.
We got
I'm doing
Torkelson
it.
moving up, and yeah, I'm with you on that one, Chris. You're taking what is given to you. So great to see from Max Clark. Everybody, drop in the chat. Is this kind of what you were expecting to see out of Max Clark? Make sure to smash that like button for you guys sharing that experience with us. We're gonna be able to tell our kids one day. You know, we were there together watching Max Clark. We were live. We were with everybody watching, our friends.
Where he just muscled out a slider out to the outfield.
Oh yeah, you got that great bloop slider. Shout out as we got Ben Malgiri. Ben, don't got to do too much. Let's get this ball to the outfield and let's take the lead.
Nick, I think this is we're seeing it.
Are we sending him?
You gotta send him. You gotta send him.
Really?
You got one out. You got one man on first base, one on third.
I mean, it takes away the double play. It takes away the double play.
Double play. Send him.
They got the lefty.
Send him. No. His
fastball high and
right
tight
now.
on Malgiri. No, I think he's worried about him. I think he's worried about him going. That's why he's spraying it all over the zone. He can't find the strike zone right now as Ben Malgiri is up 3-0 now. Oh, did he get hit?
No.
Come on, that hit his shoulder.
Stay in there.
Is it still 2-0? I thought it was 3-0.
No, it's 2-0.
Oh, that nasty changeup that Ben Malgiri is not able to find. That would have been a good pitch.
Can we send him now?
Can
we send him?
Is AJ failing if he doesn't send him?
Yes, I would send him.
But on his debut, when he already has a walk and he already has a single, I think it would take away a little.
No, send him. Why? He gets his first steal.
Oh, there he goes.
See, look, they're nervous.
They're nervous about him for sure.
Is there, man.
But I will say I wouldn't want to run into an out when you have a potential to get a sac fly.
I guess. But
I don't. Maybe you do send him.
You got that double play.
Everyone's saying give him the green light.
Send him. Give him the green light, baby. We want to see the wheel.
Send him. Whatever. And he lays off that changeup.
You gotta send him because Jonah Heim's not. He's not gonna be able to get the ball out of the glove fast enough when the ball's almost damn near in the dirt.
Send him. They're saying give him the green light. Oh my gosh! All right, 1-1. Top of the fourth. Tigers are tied at 1. Ben Malgiri 3-1 count. Max Clark at first.
He's going. What? He's not going on this? God.
Maybe the 3-2 count.
What does that matter? What does that matter, Nick?
Sometimes they send him on 3-2.
I mean, everyone's moving on 3-2.
With 2 outs. This one out.
He's moving. Because you have the double play ball.
That's why they might send him.
They're going to send him regardless here.
No, with 1 out?
Yes.
Well, they could have a strike him out, throw him out. Ben Malgiri lays off, and the bases are juiced for Kevin McGonigal, who already has a home run in this game. Could Kevin McGonigal, a.k.a. Iceman, hit in his boy on fire on second? Little fire and ice here?
Not the a.k.a. Iceman.
I'm just fucking around.
Low-key, would Max be Iceman because he has the ice on?
Yeah, that's a good point. But Kevin's not really a fiery guy.
I don't know. He looks
ice
a
and
little
ice.
red.
Ice and ice.
He looks a little red.
He does look like he's been getting some sun out there in
looks
Sacramento. Break out the McGonigoggles. Shout out. And shout out to our guy Duncan. Springs is stingy tonight. Shout out to our guy Duncan Stewart. He's always in here. We appreciate you. We got Brandon Martin. We got Paul. We appreciate everybody. QB. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. It truly means the world. We're on our road to 8,000 subscribers. It'll be the biggest deal to us. Trying to get there by the end of the season. And make sure to smash that like button. It helps push out the stream to everybody else as we get Kevin McGonigal with the bases loaded. Max Clark at second base. Springs comes in. McGonigal lays off. In the dirt.
So Nick, this here, if I'm looking at this screen right here, I see the future of what the Tigers organization could be.
Yeah.
You got Max Clark, you got Kevin McGonigal. Those two being, your 1A, 1B, and you also have
ball low, 2-0 count.
Lee.
Yep.
You got Ben Malgiri on base right now. Like, that's another one of the young players on this, that can potentially, be not an everyday player, but somebody on the roster.
Yep. He can rip against lefties.
We're seeing the fruition of what was promised finally
Yeah.
of the young guys showing up.
No doubt about it. It's Kevin McGonigal, 2-0 count here. Gets a fastball low, and he lays off. 3-0 count. Max Clark on second base. I wonder if him and Kevin McGonigal have any of these like little signals where he's
at green light.
Yes, 100,000% he has a green light. But I wonder if Max Clark has any signals he's given to Kevin McGonigal. Taking a look, nothing yet. 3-0, green light.
It's gonna be a
got under that one for sure. Out in right field is Butler. I don't think he has the best arm. Do they send Torkelson? They do. And he is home safe with the slide.
Torque wheels.
And Kevin McGonigal, 2 RBIs on the night. Max Clark does not tag up from second base. Doesn't matter really with the 2 outs, but on a pass ball, he would have been able to get there. Great piece of hitting by Kevin McGonigal to be able to get there specifically to get the RBI. But right here for, I don't know. I want to see Max Clark take third.
I was just gonna ask.
I do. I want to see him get aggressive and take third. He was going home with it. You've seen Springs kind of throw that slider outside and try to get that changeup in the dirt. We got Gleyber Torres, though. He's able to spray singles around, no matter if it's outside, inside, if it's 2 oppo. Max Clark is definitely getting the green light.
Oh.
And we have our guy, Chris, tapping in here. We got Gleyber Torres up to bat guy on first and second. Chris, how you doing?
Yeah, so if Clark goes there, Kurtz would have picked that off and threw it to third. So he saw Clark hold up, so the throw went to home. So if Clark would have went, he would have been thrown out by third. So it was a good play by Clark.
All right, like the insight there, Chris. Shout out, appreciate you, brother. And yeah, good insight there. Obviously, we want the guy just to run. I wanted to see him full sprint. Honestly, that's why we want to see him steal. We wanted to see the guy running. But Gleyber Torres here down 0-2, change up away, lays off of it. Duncan, please do not spoil. If it said RBI ... I don't know if you were spoiling or if you knew or if you were guessing. But we appreciate you here for sure, and definitely do not want to spoil it for the listeners or ourselves here. As Gleyber Torres, 1-2 count, drives it to center field, and he's on it. Oh, no. Gleyber Torres, good piece of hitting, but sadly right to the center fielder. Max Clark with his first professional hit, and he already has a walk on the day. On-base percentage, 1,000. Let's go, baby.
Now you gotta just. I feel you gotta tweet that out, Nick. Max Clark,
OBP 1,000.
OBP 1,000.
I gotcha. What do you think he'll end the day with? He's got a hit and a walk right now. What do you expect, Jeff?
Let's keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 1,000.
You think he'll end it with 1,000?
Yeah. Let's see. I want to see let's see a triple. I want to see the wheels move, man. We have yet to see his wheels.
We saw it in center on that ball, on that line drive.
That's just a tad. Like, I want to see a full sprint.
Duncan said guessing. All right, shout out, Duncan. You can guess all along.
He wasn't
Thank
guessing.
you.
Duncan, you weren't guessing. That was the RBI you said for Kevin McGonigal.
Shout out right there. My bad. Just trying to fire off this tweet of Max Clark. As we have, this is a lot of fun. This is the first live stream ever on Woodward Tigers from inside of the studio. We've done post games, obviously, with me at the park this season. We got Dante 151 in there popping in for the first time. We got Coins Making Sense. DOH. Dope. At least they got a run. LOL. Disappointing. Not more, of course. I mean, yeah, they've stranded a couple already, but you know what? That's what Kevin McGonigal does.
Yeah,
he gives you a professional at-bat as a rookie, and he gets the job done. He has 2 RBIs on the day.
You want to get something out of the inning. And for you to go away, now you're up 2-1, it puts you in a better position to win the game. And that's really all you can ask for. It's not like we didn't – he took advantage of the opportunity that was given him.
Yep.
Because it was, pretty, solid contact. He just got underneath it just a little bit, but it ended up scoring a run. Can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, definitely can't be too mad about it. As we have Sean in there, they got to trade Gleyber. All he does is walk, hit into double plays, and never hits in the clutch. I mean, I just disagree with you. Gleyber Torres is one of the most professional hitters on this team, and as many times as he doesn't pull through, he had like 5 RBIs the other day. People hate on Gleyber so much. I think he adds a lot of professionalism to this team when they truly needed it. Last year, he was the all-star starter. And this year, I mean, he's had his ups and downs, but he's an on-base machine. I truly like him. I have something over at my parents', and I was able to watch Max Clark's very first base hit, says Dante. Shout out. Yeah, that's great to see right there. And
I'll tell you what, Nick.
Yeah, what's going on?
The thing with Gleyber is he's a professional hitter, and the whole league knows it. So whether or not some people want to, acknowledge that, he's been a good player in this league for quite a while. And now we're getting to a point where, Nick, I would love his name to be added in there with Skubal.
Okay.
So you can get DePaula and call it a day.
Yeah.
You get a top 5 prospect in baseball, and you wash your hands clean.
It's just the fact I don't know if the Dodgers need Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, I mean, they don't. But I mean, it's just like
they don't, but I would like to see. Yeah, take him.
Throw it in.
Don't throw it in. Give us DePaula.
Can I interest you in Spencer Torkelson as well?
Once again, I'm going to tell you guys the proposed trade as Ty Madden. Guess where? In a full count, Tommy White here. As it's a fastball up high. Tommy White drives it to right field. Looks like Ben Malgiri is on it, under it, out. Another 3-2 count. Luckily, doesn't walk him there. Tommy White, former LSU Tiger, if I'm not mistaken. And this was the trade package that we saw from MLB Network that they put together as a trade hypothetical. Left-handed pitcher Tarik Skubal. And in return, the Tigers acquire right-handed pitcher Emmett Sheehan. Outfielder, number 11 MLB prospect Mike Sirota, who has an over 1,000 OPS. Outfielder James Tibbs, who's in AAA with an over 900 OPS, number 90 prospect in all of baseball. And left-handed pitcher Zach Root, the number 10 prospect of the LA Dodgers. I am doing this deal. Let us know in the chat if you would do it too, or if you want to hold on to Skubal and really go for it this season. I think at this point, the writing's on the wall. You have to trade him. Yeah. And I think it's an absolute failure if you don't. I think this team starting pitching is their strong suit. And I believe if you do get the right guys, you can still compete this season, even if you trade Tarik Skubal. The way the American League is, the way we've seen this team get so hot at times, if you get a couple of young guys in here, and they are Max Clark-esque, which is what we are trading for, to be clear, the number one guy that we get back is going to be similar in stature,
top 15,
a top 15, top 20 guy,
35,
like a Max Clark. Slider hangs up. Nope, Max Clark under it. Let's go.
Easy money.
Easy money, Max. Easy money, Maxie.
And Nick, I mean, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you look at this rotation, and you see if they were even to trade Casey Mize and Skubal, it's like you still have Kiter, you still have you're still gonna have Fromber for what it's worth.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have Melton. You're going to end up getting Jackson Joe back here, it looks like, pretty soon.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like you're going to have, a pitching rotation that you can deploy. It's for the Tigers, it's the same thing that's kind of hurt them the whole year. It's not just their bats, but it's the bullpen that is worrisome to me in how this Tigers team can make a run, because this bullpen continues to blow wins for this Detroit Tigers team.
Yeah, they truly do. There's no other way around it. As Ty Madden gives up a hit there, as he is at 39 pitches here in the fourth. They get their guy on first base, but big thing here for the Detroit Tigers is just to keep this 2-1 lead. You just got it. You don't want to see Ty Madden give it up, but I do think that they are going to be okay. But can we not trade him, says Nicole. Crazier Clown with not sure what that means. Max Anderson as well. We have depth at second base. I mean, if you want to put up Max Anderson over Gleyber Torres, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
I think he was saying
if you trade him?
Yeah, if you're trading Gleyber because he has some value, what you can get in return. You have how you lead. You can bring in, Max Anderson. You still have, some young guys that could, produce in that spot. How you lead has had a really strong month of July.
Yep.
That's what makes you kind of, at ease to trade Glaber.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to
of the
trading
fact that,
Glaber.
yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not kicking him out of town for nothing.
No, you got to get something. I mean, it's the same thing with Skubal, though. It's like, would we love? Nobody here would say, yeah, let's get rid of Tarik Skubal. If they had a deal done, delivered, there wouldn't be a problem. We wouldn't even be talking about this. But it's the fact that this organization...
Got him swinging. Got him! Bop, bop, bop! Let's go. Time at him, baby.
This organization...
Got out of it. Yep.
They're not going to pay him. They're not going to pay him what he's worth. But look at what he had to do at arbitration. Like, why did he even get that far?
Yeah.
Like, you're not trying to pay this man what he's worth, what he's done for your team? Like, he's been the sole reason at points that your team is even treading, above the water. So it's like, it's not that we want to trade Tarik Skubal. We would all love Skubal to be here in an English D for the rest of his career. No question about it. But this organization and this team is just not going to pay him what he's worth, and it's going to continue to be a problem. So if you don't trade him at this deadline, the problem is you're not going to re-sign him, so you're getting nothing out of you having the best pitcher in the league for 3 years. 4 years he's been the best pitcher in the league, and you've gotten nothing for it. Like, that can't happen. So that's why we say you have to go out there and trade him and get something. Get a Zaire Hope. Get a Sirota. You got to get someone else back in return, because you can't let him walk for nothing. Like Denzel says, I'm leaving here with something.
I love it, Jeff. I love it. Let's go. And leaving here with something is what Max Clark's doing in his debut, as he has a walk and a hit so far. But
he's already got a collectible.
Let's go. Which one? The hit?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, first career hit. That's a collectible.
Could it possibly be Max Clark bobblehead day? We'll have to see about that. Speaking of bobbleheads, I might have to grab the Skubal bobbleheads. They're around here somewhere. Shout out.
Probably in the back hiding.
Yeah, I'm going to grab another one of these ice-cold, delicious water hazards. Are you good on yours?
Yeah, I'm good on mine.
Okay, awesome. You want to hold it down? We'll get Chris's thoughts as well as Dylan Dingler stepping up, Jeff. Awesome job so far, and I'm really happy that you're here joining us on Woodward Tigers, brother.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for having me.
Let's go.
As we get Chevrolet's strongest player, Dylan Dingler. Dylan Dingler has also been a bright spot for this Detroit Tigers team. This is what makes you exciting about the future that they could be building with Kevin McGonigal, Max Clark, Riley Green, and Dylan Dingler. Like, those four guys, if they can continue to grow, especially Kevin McGonigal and Max Clark, if they can continue to grow, you're seeing four guys on this team that are going to be guys who would have above 800 in their OPS. Dylan Dingler takes a slider low, ball. Athletics have a new pitcher in, Hayden Juenger. However you say that name. Not a secret that he was seeking $32 million, paid only $19. He won arbitration. Yeah, I mean, but it's like, why did Skubal have to even get that far to arbitration? Like, this team should have just paid him what he was worth, but instead they tried to strong arm him, and it didn't work because the judge ruled against it. Dylan Dingler takes a rip, and it goes just foul down the right field line. What would you think about Mike Sirota, Adam Sirowski, and Zach Earhart for Skubal? I mean, I think if you're getting one of the Dodgers' top 3 outfielders prospects, you're taking that as a win. Looks like we're getting a challenge here from
Don't challenge on Ding. Don't challenge on Ding.
Definitely going to be a ball.
Uh-oh. Don't challenge on Ding. Don't do it.
There isn't going to be a season next year, but what about the seasons after that? Because baseball ain't just going to go away forever. Like, they're going to get a deal done either way. And it's not confirmed. Like, anything can happen.
Oh,
Dingler.
Come on. He's been in a little bit of a cold
fishing on a
streak.
changeup.
Dingler's been a little bit cold.
But that's okay because, I mean.
You're going to go through some ups
You're
and
going to
downs.
go through some ups and downs. But, Nick, as I was saying, this team, you look at what they have in terms of Kevin McGonigal, Max Clark, Riley Green, and Dylan Dingler.
Yep.
Those are 4 guys that you can trust to go out there and have multiple seasons where they're above 800 in their OPS.
Yeah.
So these are guys that are going to be mainstays for this Detroit Tigers team. If you're able to get a Mike Sirota,
Yeah.
if you're able to get a Zaire Hope or a DePaula, like, could you imagine like having those 5 dangerous bats in a lineup when it comes to that time?
I think that's what it's all about, and then you can supplement with real free agents like they did with a Gleyber Torres.
Yeah.
You know, where you're.
But even then, you're gonna have Colt Keith.
Oh, no,
for what
yeah.
it's worth. You're gonna have
Yeah, exactly.
Lee.
Yeah.
So like, these
I
are
agree.
players that
Where you're
are
not
gonna
depending
contribute.
on the James Outmans, the
Yes.
Zach McKinstries, the Matt Vierlings. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. That's why this team is so bad to go along with the bullpen of what we've seen. It's about having 3 guys hitting under 600 OPS.
And-
some of them under 500.
And some of those are below 200 average.
Yeah.
Jake Rodgers was a below 200 average. on
James
this team.
Outman?
James Outman below 200 average, and Zach McKinstry I think right now is like somewhere very close to 200, if I'm not mistaken. I think, and you know what, and someone that's very not far behind them, who probably will not have a spot on this team come next year, is going to be Spencer Torkelson, because
You just
Not-
love going after Torque.
I'm looking at Briseño in the minors tearing it up, and I'm just thinking
Yeah.
like at some
Briseño,
point-
yeah. I
at
mean,
some point,
Briseño's
your
a dog.
job's going to get took. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
that's just the way it is.
I mean, I think James Tibbs plays some first base too.
See what I'm saying?
So
Like-
we'll see what they, and I know the Brewers have a guy in AAA that is ripping
And Riley takes
as
a
a
walk.
future potential as Riley Green takes a walk. Great to see there.
Nick,
I
it's-
think that's one thing Riley Green's taking a big step in this
Oh,
year. I know the
absolutely.
strikeouts have come back just a little bit, but he's been able to walk. I've not been able to grab him for an interview yet this year, but Riley's a guy where I'm really looking forward to talking to him about his offseason and about the mentality to get back in here as Dylan Dingler is going to pinch hit here for Hao Yu Lee in that 5 spot early.
No, Cole Keith. I got you. I
As
got your
Colt
back.
Keith pinch hits for Hao
I got
Yu
your
Lee.
back. Cole Keith is having a really good season.
Pinch hits for Hao Yu Lee here in that 5 spot. Who'd I say?
You said Dylan Dingler.
They all look the
Yeah,
same.
they're twins.
Yeah. They actually
Two-
do look
two big
kind of,
boys.
yeah, too big. Yeah.
What?
Too big what, guys? Yeah, all right. So we got Colt Keith here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes the other way with this one. Oh,
That's a ball.
that's a ball.
That's a ball.
2-0 count on Colt Keith as
Like
the
I
Tigers
said-
have a 2-1 lead in a bullpen game.
I'm telling you, Nick, I would be very excited. You get one of those top 3 prospects from the Dodgers in their outfield, because you pair that with
That core.
this core,
Yeah.
and then you have guys who might like. I think Colt Keith has earned an everyday spot on this team this year because
They don't play him against
he's-
lefties.
Yeah, he's a lot better than.
Do you
Torkelson.
think they should? Because
they
his
should,
numbers
because
are abysmal.
He can't be any worse than
You can't.
Torkelson.
You
So
can't.
it's like
No, you can't.
no, you can't.
Have you
No,
seen his
seriously.
stats?
No, listen,
I didn't believe it until I looked him up.
listen. That's limited though.
It is extremely limited for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you want me to give you them?
they're limited, Nick.
Do you know what they are, though?
It'd be like the same thing with Kerry Carpenter. You can't use them against lefties.
No, Carey is like.
I know Kerry is definitely a little bit better, but I mean, the only way to even get better at that, Nick, is to go through it. And these guys don't
I'm
never
with you.
get-
I
they
was
don't never
thinking the
go
same
through
until
it.
I pulled up his numbers, Jeff.
Come on, you're telling me Spencer Torkelson deserves it more?
Colt Keith looks at a changeup low, gets to a 3-2 count. You ready for this? Oh my!
I'm ready.
22 plate appearances,
Oh, come on, Nick.
2 hits,
Nick, it's 22 plate appearances.
232 OPS,
How many strikeouts?
4.
He doesn't strike out a lot. Wow.
Oh, Riley's stealing a base.
Wow.
Who is this guy?
Wow, wait a minute. So we send Riley Green, but we don't send Max Clark?
Riley
AJ.
showing off that
AJ, come on,
athleticism.
Come on, brother. And he-
Holy hell! Who is this guy? Is this former top prospect with great speed who
Yeah.
plays center field with a great arm and
formal-
elite speed?
former top prospect.
Former 60 grade speed, Riley Green. Is that who we're seeing right there?
You know what happened? He filled in a little bit more. He got to eating a little bit more, slowed him down.
Torkelson, Jeff's on it, pops it up.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Max Clark will start the 6th inning for the Detroit Tigers as Riley Green, stealing his 3rd base of the year, goes for nothing. You'll get nothing and you'll like it. Yeah, that one stunk. Yeah, that was right on cue, and that sucks. That sucks. That stinks. That pisses me off. And you were right, Jeff. Yeah, Spencer Torkelson. But you have seen at times him hit some torque bombs this year. That's what he's done. It's been a lot of torque bombs.
It seems to be all he does.
That's all you really need if he can be a little more consistent.
That's it. But we've seen what we're going to get from him. At his best, we've seen what we're going to get
Which
from him.
is around a 30 home run player.
Yep.
And around a 740 OPS.
I think it's closer to the below 740, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll look it up right now. But so you want to ship him out here.
But that average.
I don't give a shit about the average.
230.
Is it 230?
It's 230, bro.
I think that's high.
It might
It's
be a little bit
210.
high. I'm talking about at his best.
It's okay. His
best
average is 210. His
I believe
career
his
is 224.
His best season was 230. Or
His
230
OPS
something.
is 724. He has 20 home runs. So he's basically on pace for 30. We need to get that average and that OPS up for Spencer Torkelson.
Now, can you tell me what he's batting with runners in scoring position?
We're not going to go that far.
Oh,
but he has a 0.2 minus 0.2 WAR.
Okay.
Spencer Torkelson does.
Nick. I think I looked it up.
I don't love Spencer Torkelson, but to act like he's the biggest problem on this team, I think is
I'm not
really
saying
wrong.
The biggest problem,
Yeah.
because it's definitely Zach McKinstry, James Outman, and thank God you got rid of Jake Rogers already, so you solved one problem. But I mean, he's creeping up there. Like there's not too many other guys that you can go after at this point besides Torque. I mean, Veerling's hurt, so you can't go after him. Who are you gonna go after?
Accepting it right now, Chris. Phone's a little shaky over here, so just gonna take a second. But
okay, maybe the reason why I'm a little bit too harsh on Torque is because he was a #1 overall pick.
that has not panned out as he gets
not
a
panned out
ball
at
to
all.
first. Oh, and able to get him time, Madden. Spencer Torkelson, never a doubt. They're laughing about it right now.
I would love nothing more for Torque to figure it out because he has power in his bat. But you're a #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for serviceable for my #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I need you to be like you should be the guy. Like you are the guy.
Speaking of the guy, Kurtz steps up for the
Boy, you can't be scared of me
Athletics.
like that. I thought the TV
I
was
think-
going down, brother.
Is it okay over there, Chris?
Y'all good? Okay. Your laptop good? Oh yeah. All right.
Laptop is good. All right,
right.
everybody.
All right.
W's in the chat for our guy Chris. Laptop is okay. That would have been catastrophic here on the first day in studio. Shout out to our guy Chris holding it down, cutting up some clips. We got a clip incoming of that Kevin McGonigal bomb, Jeff. So that's what we're talking about right here
yeah.
on the fly. We got Nick Kurtz swinging through the cutter right there.
Space in that. Nick.
0-2. You got to. Yeah. Mr. Cuts. Mr. Cuts.
This is Ty Madden's second time facing Mr. Kurtz.
Yep.
And I honestly don't know how to feel about that because he got ahead of him 0-2. Ooh, and he strikes him out this time.
Swinging. Let's go, Jeff.
He strikes him out this time, but last time he was up 0-2 and he lost him.
Great to
Way
see.
to close it.
Great to see right there. I mean, no doubt about it.
That was a beautiful slider.
Yep. Definitely great to see. Sharing it right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, and he lost the helmet,
That's
too.
beautiful.
Yeah, Kurtz actually got sick. That's when that virus was going around a little bit. He got sick in Michigan when he came in here.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Which one of you did it?
Tactical thinking. Trying to get some W's for the squad. But as we get the 2-1 lead for the Detroit Tigers here in the bottom of the fifth, Jacob Wilson steps in. I mean, got to give props to Ty Madden. It hasn't been pretty all the time, but, man, has he stepped up so far when we need him the most tonight, as he's been able to put up zeros all the way through. So great to see for Ty Madden and this team right now. And, yeah, this is what it's all about, the bullpen day. I mean, if I were to tell you through 5 innings that you only given up 1 run, would you believe me?
No, I would not.
Would you do you believe?
Not with this bullpen.
Do you believe in miracles? Could the Detroit Tigers trade Skubal and go on a run?
They could.
Fouled off as 2 strikes on Jacob Wilson. Ty Madden trying to get out of this inning.
Shout out to the talent.
Where are you at with Ty Madden? Do you like what you've seen? Could he be a potential guy that fills in if you do trade Casey Mize and you trade Tarik Skubal to be in that 5th spot, or no?
No, he should just stick to the bullpen. He should stick to the bullpen.
The long relief role?
Yeah. I think that suits him. I think this organization is at a point where you're going to see a lot of those players that, like, you can probably revive your career a little bit by going into the bullpen and having some success. Like, we've seen Kiter do that, and he's worked his way to having now, like, some actual sustained success as being a starter.
Yeah.
But he was being deployed all over the bullpen, not just this season, but last season as well. And it's a recipe for success for those guys who end up getting beat up.
Goes to right field.
The third time going through a lineup.
Yep.
That's when these guys, tend to get beat up.
Damn it.
I mean, it's a good.
Would have been nice to get out of that inning without giving up a base runner. As Jacob Wilson's on first now, and he's got to continue to battle here. Do you think he gets out of this inning unscathed here?
Yes. Because I look at, he lost Jonah Heim in the previous at bat, but when he attacked him,
yep,
Jonah Heim didn't have an answer. He couldn't get a piece. He couldn't get a pickup of what Ty Madden was doing until he's obviously started to just throw 3 straight pitches inside and missed.
Ground ball, first base, right at Spencer Torkelson. And they are able to get out of the inning as we got who?
Max 2 Chains.
2 Chains. Faux bracelets coming up next. Let's go. I'm super excited to see this kid again. I mean, this has been so much fun to watch.
Sliding glove made of diamonds, baby.
Sliding glove made of diamonds. Let's go. All about it here. All aboard the Max Clark hype train. Jeff and I are leading the charge tonight as we are on stream for the first ever Max Clark debut. Chris, what are your expectations of Max Clark in his rookie season as we go down the stretch to see the #1 prospect in the Tigers organization and a top 15 prospect in all of baseball? What do you like about his game, and what are your expectations about him moving forward, Chris?
So I think we've seen it play out already. I mean, he's got on base twice, right? And what was in the 4th inning, that defensive play he made, it looked like it was going to sink. And, I mean, he got under it with, plenty of time to spare. So he's going to play good defense. He's going to get on base. He might not be at the level as McGonigal is yet. But just like 2024 when they brought up the young guys, they started going on a run. Obviously, they had the bullpen days, pitching chaos like they are doing today. So I said today to some friends, it's feeling like 2024 all over again. The young guys are in the lineup, and we got pitching chaos. Now, I'm not going to say they're going to go on a run because they had pitching chaos, but they also had the Cy Young winner, and it's to be determined if Skubal is going to be here come post-Monday. So, but if they keep Skubal, they can definitely do what they did 2 years ago. and we'll see what happens with Mize. But I would definitely give up Glaber because you got Hao Lee, who's been fantastic so far, especially since he's been called up since June. So, yeah, but Clark, what we've seen today, I expect him to do that. Maybe not, obviously not get on base every time, but he's going to get on base and wreak some havoc on the bases as well.
I'm with you. Great breakdown from our guy, Chris, here. He is the newest member of Woodward Tigers. Chris, where can people find you on social media if they want to see any of your thoughts on the day today as they're watching a Detroit Tiger game?
Yeah, so my Twitter is Cree_Bean. Or you just look up Chris Bean on Twitter.
Chris Bean, you heard it here first. We'll put that in the chat as well as Max Clark takes a big swing through a curveball.
That was a nice curveball.
That was a fantastic curveball as they're bringing in the third or another lefty to face Max Clark. And right here, he's down 0-2. Want to see him battle. They're going outside. And he's able to drive one to second base, showing off that speed. Loses the helmet.
That's okay. You know what? It wasn't a strikeout.
It was not a strikeout, and he was able to get contact on it, and you go down 0-2, you get a wicked curveball there. I mean,
why are we getting that random?
One of the earliest recorded instances of eye black was when Babe Ruth used grease. What?
Come
on. Burned cork ashes.
What are you doing, bro?
Javi watching that one all the way through. After that take on that curveball, I wouldn't be surprised if Javier Baez hits a home run here. Another take on a curveball.
It's a lefty-righty matchup. There's no slider that's going outside.
2-0. Javi Baez inside on him. 3-0 count on Javi.
I mean, yeah, now it's just going to be a walk.
You think Javi will take a walk?
I don't think this pitch is going to be close. It was a four-seam fastball that was right at the top of the zone. Just nicked the top of that zone. And
Drives
Javi
that one.
drives
Blooper.
it
Right
off the
field
side.
and dropping. Javi Baez with a single.
But it was a single. See, Javi has one chain on, but Max Clark has two.
What does it make them together?
I don't know.
3 chains.
I don't know.
Shout out to everybody joining us tonight. This is our first ever live stream in the new studio. Shout out Woodward 2.0. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Stick. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, Chris. We got our guy cooking up some fire videos here.
Malgiri. Oh! Javi with some magician work to avoid the tag from Kurtz. But that was... Oh, my God, Nick. That looked like a rocket. Maybe it started to drop a little bit at the end there. I thought that was a hit. I thought that was going to be a single there. But Javi somehow pulls off the Javi magic and avoids the tag. And now we have Kevin McGonigal up to bat.
Guy on first. 2 RBIs on the day. 0-1 count.
That thing,
We're going to see a drive to deep right center.
should he have challenged that?
I'm smelling a triple here, Jeff.
Oh, you smelling a triple.
I'm smelling a triple.
Oh, you think he's going for the cycle?
I'm smelling one. Ball gets away from him. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Javi in scoring position here.
I tell you what, Nick, it is a sight to see Kevin McGonigal and both Max Clark now. He's had 2 at-bats against a lefty in the majors, in the professional at-bat, and didn't look overpowered, didn't look overmatched, he couldn't handle it. Love to see it.
1-1 inside of McGonigal. This is another good count for the future Rookie of the Year in the American League, who has a 5.1 WAR, if I'm not mistaken, and he's just adding to that legend tonight so far. 2-1 count. Javi on second. Kevin McGonigal. Oh, rarely see that. He was looking to do damage as he got a sword, like he was in the medieval times right there.
It's like he tried to pull back, and he's like, oh, I can't.
He has a 5-4, excuse me.
2-2 count.
Damn it!
Oh, no!
No! Kevin,
Oh,
that's a strikeout. Oh, no. Kevin with the fastball high sword paints the black on a perfect pitch by the pitcher. Rare strikeout from McGonigal. Great
slider,
pitching
actually.
after what you saw. Great pitching after what you saw out of that swing out of Kevin. That was phenomenal job.
That was actually, that was probably the most well-located pitch I've seen tonight. That literally painted the outside corner just enough. What do we got going on here, Nick?
I'm not sure. They're showing some highlights. I'm throwing up. I'm throwing up a little highlight of our of the home run that we had from earlier. So
this guy was dangling on the edge.
Gonna dwell into some more some better times right now, but let's see what the chat's feeling right now as they saw the Kevin McGonigal strikeout. Looked like the comeback circle change. Yeah, that was a nasty pitch.
It literally dotted the outside of that corner.
Yeah, that was nasty. Only 2-1. I'm mad, says even Crazier Clown. Crazier Clown, did you have the over? Yes or no? Tell us, seriously. Did you have the over? Did you?
What was it?
I don't know. But he might have had it if he's
I can't imagine
mad.
it was too high.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's for sure. But, yeah, they're showing maybe some guys that got traded in the past. Oh, little Cliff Lee, little CC Sabathia. Are they foreshadowing a Tarik Skubal trade? We'll keep you covered all season long and all deadline long. So make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. It truly helps us push these streams out, and smash the like button. Nitty Gritty says, stop betting on the Tigers, you degenerates. I wasn't betting, but even Crazier Clown says I don't gamble. So maybe he's looking just for a little bit more juice. Speaking of juice, MLB's number 25 prospect and the Dodgers' number 5 prospect, Zaire Hope, hit his 22nd home run of the season. A no-doubter for the LA Dodgers. Is Zaire Hope a guy that you would want back in a return? And is there a chance that he is the headliner and not a Mike Sirota of a trade with the Dodgers?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Nick, I am good with however one of those 3 of their top outfield prospects you can get, you do it. Because all 3 of them have flashed nothing but absolute power and great at-bats. And their short time, obviously being in, the minors, all fit the timeline of what you'll get with Kevin McGonigal, Max Clark, Dylan Dingler, still Riley Green, all of these guys on the younger side. It fits. And I would be more than happy getting Zaire Hope back in a package for Tarik Skubal.
Yeah, Zaire Hope, it's a guy that can steal bags. He has the power, as he's been showing off as of late. I mean, I would definitely be thrilled if you paired him with Max Clark and Riley Green in the outfield. I think you're really cooking. The only thing that, the athletic for sure, the only thing that scares me, though, a little bit is they're all lefties.
I mean, this team
needs a little bit of righties.
This team love lefties.
I know. Then when they face a dominant lefty, they're in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Strike 3! Drew Summers gets Tommy White swinging with some high cheddar cheese.
Same time, though, Nick, Kevin McGonigal, not a problem against lefties.
True.
He hits righties and lefties. He doesn't care. He doesn't discriminate that way.
That's right. That's exactly right. Shout out.
Riley Green is not too bad. He's not too. He can get a couple knocks.
Definitely get a couple knocks.
A couple knocks. Not too many.
Not too many, but good to see right there out of Drew Summers to get that high cheese.
Right now.
Finally throwing a good 0-2
Yeah, what do we got
pitch.
there? Oh, yeah.
I mean,
bring it up. Do it.
Not hanging the slider after being up 0-2, 1-2. I mean, how many 0-2, 1-2 hits has he given up the last couple games?
I don't know. It's ridiculous, though. I honestly cannot believe. I still cannot believe this team was up by 7 runs. 7. And this bullpen found a way to F it up.
Another high fastball that Lawrence Butler swings through his shoes on as the Detroit Tigers have a 2-1 lead. Bottom of the 6th there. 2 outs, 1-2 count. Drew Summers, one Chain Summers.
The big baby. The big baby.
The big baby.
Nick, when I look at this team, it's just like this bullpen, you just have no one that you can trust. No, there's no one that you can trust.
Got him.
Oh, that was painful.
Oh, Peyton! Drew Summers, 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. They look pissed after giving up that big run against the Orioles.
Nick, that should be the end of his night.
Yeah.
That should be the end of.
Quick, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Let that be the end of his night. Let him build some confidence.
Really?
All right. Let him build some confidence of having a good outing. You don't want to put him back out there in the 7th, and then he goes out there and probably hangs a slider again and gets taken yard. Like, let's keep his confidence where right now he looks like he was fired up a little bit. Looks like he has a little burn in his belly. Let's keep it that way. All right, let's keep it that way.
I certainly hope so. But, yeah, this team definitely desperately needs to hold on to this lead. They need to find a way to start rallying off wins because even if you trade Skubal, even if you trade Mize, this team needs to stay in it. You have to beat the bad teams. You have to.
Nick.
What's up? I'm trying to get this tweet out. My bad. You got to carry for a second here.
Jim Beller, 7948, says, nice inning by Summers. I like our left-handed relievers in Holton, Summers, and DeJesus.
We will see DeJesus tonight.
Listen. DeJesus has had better showings than what he did to begin this season. But like I said, you have nobody in this bullpen that you can trust at this moment because they all have their bad moments. And their bad moments are literally hanging breaking balls right down the middle of the plate for other teams to take advantage of.
Jeff, you do have two of the next 3 batters for the A's next inning are lefties, so I wouldn't be surprised if Summers comes out next inning.
I would, you know what, to take my boy Jim Beller, I think we should probably see DeJesus then. I think we should probably see DeJesus. Or matter of fact, you put Drew Summers out there and you tell him no sliders.
Good with me.
No sliders.
Let's get some runs, though, boys?
Yeah, we would love to get some insurance runs.
Yeah.
Here as Gleyber Torres is now up to bat. First pitch goes foul. Let's see if he can strengthen his trade value. Curveball way high to the outside. That curveball for Basso has either been a hit or has been a complete miss.
Have you guys seen the trade rumors about Gleyber today?
I did not.
Yeah, you want to bring up some of them for us, Chris?
Yeah, I just saw the Red Sox are interested in Gleyber. They tried to get him 2 years ago, but obviously we got him. So it'd be interesting if he went. Obviously, a longtime Yankee would go to the rival in Boston.
I think he would thrive in Fenway, sadly.
Let me tell you something. I think he'll go wherever I send him. I'll tell you that right now.
Really?
I think he'll go anywhere I want to because I'm getting the best package for Gleyber Torres that I can get if I'm Scott Harris. As he goes, takes a ball inside, count goes to full count. 3-2, Gleyber Torres, over 2 on the day. Pitch on its way. And
Leave it up. Leave it up, Gleyber.
Fouls
Too close for comfort, or?
Yeah, it's Gleyber. So I mean, you got to protect the plate. I would trust him to protect the plate. We've seen some really bad pitches from Basso in this at bat. So if he can force him to pitch one of those and take that one, just to be sure. Okay. Okay.
Slider got him looking as the Detroit Tigers are reeling up 2-1 right now, fellas. Are you ready to be hurt again?
How do you foul off the high
Why
cheese?
in the hell do we have to do this again and again?
Nick, how do you foul off
Chris,
the high
are you ready
cheese?
for your first night of Woodward Sports?
How do you do
Woodward
this?
Tigers, are you ready? I am getting an eerie feeling right now in the pit of my stomach, Jeff. Jeff was here for
No, we're not going to bring that up, Nick. I would not do that today. That's not happening.
This is going to be a victory. Dylan Dingler with a pop-up to right field.
He just got under it, though. Oh, he just got under it.
Quick question for you, Nick.
Yes.
What was the mood in Comerica as they were blowing that lead the other day?
That we were watching a comedy show. That is the best way I could put it. That we were watching Shane Gillis do a 30-minute comedy set of how to
It was the Kevin Hart roast.
Completely blow your career.
It was the Tom Brady roast.
And our career was being the 2026 season. That is what it felt like. Riley with the rip, just foul.
I'll tell you what it was, Chris. It was the roast of the 2026 Detroit Tigers. That's what it was for that day. Because that's all you could do is just have nothing but bad to say after they go up 7 runs.
Yeah.
And Riley just hangs, got that slider on the outside edge, and was not able to drop it down for a single like Max Clark did.
5 hits from the Tigers, 3 hits from the Athletics, 2-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. And we are going through it tonight as we have a barn burner on our hands. 2-1 Tigers lead, but honestly, thank all of you guys for being here with us. This has been so much fun to do for Max Clark's debut. Amid all of the Tarik Skubal trade rumors, the Torres, the Casey Mize, the Kenley Jansen that was thrown in there. I don't know how many people want him, but he was in there.
Can I interest you in Spencer Torkelson?
No, you may not. No, he's going to be on this team. But we love hitting routine fly balls, says Sean.
Yeah. You know what? He has a point. I mean, and I seen in there from Schwarzenegger, he said all Glaber wants to do is walk. I have absolutely no clue if you're Glaber how you foul off the high cheese and you let that slider that literally dropped itself right in the middle of the plate just go right by you. Like, insane.
I will say that 3-2 pitch, the first one he fouled off, Jeff, it was too close to take. I know you have challenges.
Yeah, it's definitely too close to take. Yeah.
I know you have challenges, but the umpire could have easily called it strike 3, and who knows if Glaber would have challenged it or not.
I mean, no, it was definitely too close to just take.
But he shouldn't have taken the last one.
Yes, swing at that one too, because that one was more of a strike than the last one, buddy. But here we are with a classic pitchers matchup.
Yeah, here we go with our bullpen. I mean, I'm shocked that we've only given up 1 run in a bullpen day, fellas.
Well, both teams have used nothing but. I mean, well,
no, they had
the Athletics had their starter, but he was out pretty early, and now they've deployed 2 of their bullpen arms as well. So it's 3 pitchers to 3 pitchers, and at this point, we have Drew Summers back up facing off against Henry Bolt.
Drew Summers ahead 0-1.
Gets that high cheese right by him.
What are your expectations here from Drew Summers?
Please.
Expectations, be for real.
Please, for the life of me, I want him to get out of this inning unscathed. No damage. Please, for the life of me, do not walk anyone. Seriously. This is where the Tigers bullpen gets into trouble, is when they end up walking. If you put someone on base for free, that is going to turn into a run for the other team.
Yeah.
It's just a recipe for disaster for the Tigers bullpen. Sean Zenator, if Butterbean gets through a second inning here unscathed, I'll be shocked.
Shout out to Butterbean.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one. I like that one. 1-2, and high cheese
Butterbean
right by Bolt.
He's got that fastball working today, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go, Chris.
He's locating it very well today. That was painted right at the top of that zone. Oh, yeah. I like it. But we have to see him finish it out.
2 lefties now, so he should have no problem.
Yep,
Knock
Sean's
on wood.
Oh, McNeil battled against, I think it was Melton.
Oh, that's
and
going to be...
Glaber. Let's go. Drew Summers, 13 pitches, 5 outs. Is that correct?
Yep.
It is.
Smooth sailing so far, Chris. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a second behind you. I'm about to see the second
Oh,
out right
my bad.
now. No, you're good. But that sinker and four seam, and they can't catch up to it. And, you know, lefty on lefty, it's such a weird angle, and they don't see it till the last second, so they're getting some ugly swings. He's doing great so far.
So, Nick, I know Doughboy Steve said in there I snuck 400 milligrams worth of gummies into the hospital last weekend, and they were gone in 2 days. But, Nick...
Jesus, Doughboy.
Christ is King says, what are the odds that Scott Harris actually adds help to this bullpen? And I'll tell you right now, he's not buying. But I want to know.
I don't think
Nick,
he should buy.
what are the odds that Scott Harris doesn't get fleeced in a Tarik Skubal trade? Because if he does that, I'm going to have to.
Drew Summers gets out of the inning.
400 milligrams.
Oh, God. I don't know if I could take 400 milligrams and be alive.
But if we get nothing for Skubal, or we get scraps for Skubal, please put me in the hospital. I will need that 400 milligrams.
I am going to think positive right now. All of the reports is the Tigers are asking for an egregious amount, and they can.
And keep it that way.
And they can. They have to. They have to get at least 2 top 100 prospects. They have to build to this core like we talked about around McGonigal, around Dylan Dingler, around Riley Green, around now next Clark, who has made his debut. You need to add to that foundation. Think about the Cubs back in the day, fellas, when they went on that run. Where did Scott Harris come from? The Chicago Cubs before he went to San Fran. And I think about Chris Bryant. I think about an Anthony Rizzo. I think about a Javier Baez all coming up together. And I think about a core.
MVP Javi, too.
I think about a core that needs some help right now. They have a really good base. But if you can get another guy in there that's an everyday player, borderline all-star, maybe turn into an all-star.
No, not borderline. Because if you're getting DePaula, if you're getting Sirota, and you're getting, drawing a blank on my mind right now, Zaire Hope.
Yeah.
Those are not just a fringe all-star guy. Like, those are all-star guys. Like, you could see 3 all-stars in this Tigers outfield if that's the case, if you get one of those guys back. Because that's what they've flashed in their short time in the minors, is the ability to go out there and be great hitters in their minor league career. And that's something that the Tigers really can't say about anybody really else kind of left in their outfield prospects at the moment. Like, you don't have anyone else that is even coming close to the production that these guys are. And you need someone to fill that hole that you have that is going to be in left field or right field.
And we get to see a pinch hit at bat here from Eduardo Valencia.
There's another guy, young guy, on this lineup.
Yeah, he had a really bad game in that 0 for 6. He had a chance to win it.
But you know what, Nick? He's shown up. Other than that, he's shown up.
As he drives one to left field, and the ball gets down. Let's go. I love it, Jeff. Love the positivity, and he's wheeling down, and he's going to be cruising into second with a double. And that's how you respond after one of the worst career days of all time. Eduardo Valencia bounces back. He said, leave him out there. He said, I'm keeping the gloves on. Let's go. Eduardo Valencia drives that ball, slider down middle. Good call, Jeff.
Same slider that Glaber took for strike 3, by the way.
Good call.
Literally the same slider. That literally was the same. What in the world?
What, that they took him out?
Nick.
What?
Why the hell did they take him out?
Because he's slow.
I don't care.
Because Spencer Torkelson's about to rip one, and you're going to send him.
And Zach McKinstry's going to get gunned.
All right, they don't send him. Tigers cooking first and third here in the top of the 8th. Zach McKinstry. I
don't like that.
Valencia.
I don't like it because, Nick, this scares me if you have possibility of doing something that I can't even fathom, but if it happens, now you have Zach McKinstry out there as the hope for this team. But coming up to the plate, none other than Maxwell James Clark.
Let's go.
If that is his name, but damn it, he's up to plate. And he has the opportunity with 0 outs, man on first, man on third, to do some damage here to get the Tigers some insurance runs going into the bottom of the 8th.
Wow.
And the bottom of the 9th.
It's a spot to see Max Clark in a first RBI opportunity for the rookie. First and third. To be honest,
what do you
don't want to see him do too much. Let's get this runner home. This is a big run. If you can get it across, I think an RBI here goes a long way. If it's a sac fly, I am thrilled.
Yeah, I mean,
but
if
he does get greedy, lefty on lefty, he might hit a bomb to right field. 3-run bomb.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Nick. Just put it in.
Sits on it. Left field. Oppo deep. Oppo is tracking off the wall. Max Clark driving around. Zach McKinstry had to hold up as it goes on second base.
I bet you he's on second.
Let's go, Jeff.
Let's go, baby. Woo!
That's that Oppo Taco power showing off all 5 tools today. Kevin McGonigal telling him to do the Sally. There we go. Max Clark, first extra base hit of his career. Talk about have a debut, young man.
First pitch, by the way, and he takes it the other way, and it was almost gone.
He's been seeing that off speed on the outside all game long. Soderstrom not able to catch up with that one. Max Clark just barely misses his home run. His wife's going crazy in the stands. So are his parents. Big hugs all around. Everybody's hugging everybody. Max Clark, man. Talk about this kid. They're pulling him.
No,
big time.
They're not pulling him. I think we're getting a pitching change right now.
They're pulling the pitcher is what I'm saying.
I thought you were saying they're pulling Max. I was about to say, if they doing that, I want AJ Hinch gone tomorrow because
let's
you need to do
go.
Max Clark,
come on.
In the clutch. In the clutch.
That's the first time he pulled it out. Let's go.
Let's go.
2 chains.
Max, 2 chains.
2 chains.
2 chains.
Max Clark out here having a ball. He's a smart situational hitter. He's proved that in the minors. Man, that was almost a home run. LFG.
Look at the chat.
Easy pop stud. Mad Max. Holy shit. Max delivered. Why are the Tigers not bunting? Talk about an ice cold take from Brandon.
Yeah.
We love you, but Jesus, you missed on that one.
You missed because that thing was almost gone. Hey, listen, Dante151 says, man, that was almost a home run. That was literally so.
Yeah.
When I looked and I seen it was traveling, I thought it was gone, Nick. I thought it was gone.
He just kept.
It just hit the wall.
Yeah, it just kept on flying that way. Great to see from Max Clark. Oh, my Lord. Love to see it as we got let's rack up some more runs, says Christ is King. Yeah, I mean, you got guys on second and third. You're up 2 at this point. Let's try to put this one away. Chris, what you got?
Yeah, no outs too, but what I'm loving from Max Clark, and especially that last pitch, how many times over the last couple years have we seen Tigers hitters try to pull the ball? That ball was middle, and he took it the other way and almost went out.
You are absolutely right, Chris.
So I mean, this is unbelievable. Great debut. Couldn't ask for. I mean, very similar to McGonigal's debut when he had his first pitch at a couple RBIs. So.
Oh yeah.
The young guns are delivering.
Young guns are delivering.
This is what we were promised.
This is why we hopped on stream. This is why we did. To see Max Clark's debut, and he is pulled up and wrecked.
Absolutely. This has been his game.
For sure.
Other than Kevin McGonigal, this has been Max Clark's game. And now
that's it. That's your future.
That's literally the 2 guys that have produced for you today.
Baez drives one center field.
It's going to drop.
And it's dropping.
Oh, he's gone. Max is flying. Max is flying.
No, he had to wait. He had to hold up.
Damn.
First and third, Javier Baez adds an RBI. El Mago gets into the fun. Max Clark, go Tigers from Flint Town. Shout out Rodney. That's our guy right there, always tapping in when he can. We appreciate you tapping in, Rodney.
Listen, this is the day that we were promised, Nick. If people go back to what we were told why Tigers aren't going to be going out there and spending a lot of money on a bat was because of the fact that they had Kevin McGonigal and Max Clark coming up in the minors.
Yep.
That was the reason why this team couldn't get a bat, because they knew that this day was promised, that these two young guys would show up on the scene, and look at them produce.
Look at them produce.
Now, even though it's late, Nick, because, hey, you had a chance to win a World Series and you should have took it. But now, at least we get to see a glimpse of the future for this Detroit Tigers team. We have a pulse as Detroit Tigers fans.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We might be losing Skubal, but now we have two stars we can depend on.
I dig it.
Kevin McGonigal and Max Clark.
And I love that. And obviously, we have everybody flooding in here. We got 81 with us, and we appreciate every single one of you tapping in. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. We got you carried for the rest of the season. We got you carried all, trade deadline long as well. Shout out to Jeff stepping up tonight. Honestly, big help. Our guy Gordo has been working his ass off. So
he
got
break.
the night. Oh, the speed made him hesitate.
Yes!
And he's safe at first. Max Clark.
Tigers get another run.
Let's go. Max Clark with his first run to go along with his first RBI to go along with his second hit, first walk. What a game is exactly right.
Oh, my.
Max Clark goes into trying to cut off that throw, and he is able to make sure the Detroit Tigers get the lead.
Is up to bat.
Uh-oh. Don't let the Tigers get hot.
Man on second. Man on first. Kevin McGonigal.
Another rookie contributing, boys.
Love to see that. First and second, 5-1 Tigers lead. Kevin McGonigal, fastball swinging. He was hunting that 11th home run of the year.
He tried to do a little damage on that one.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He got to take a moment to collect himself after that one, because he took an aggressive swing on that one. Now, Nick.
Yep.
If the Tigers win this series,
they got to do more than win this series.
They got to sweep, Jeff.
Yeah.
You think Scott Harris says to himself, "Oh yeah, we'll keep Skubal"?
I hope not.
But is it worrisome to you that if they do end up, on Sunday, and it's looking like they're winning this series, and you got Scott Harris sitting there diabolical, thinking, maybe we can go on a run here and we'll keep Skubal? Does that worry you at all?
Yes, that worries me. But it doesn't make me root against my team like some absolute animals out there. I don't think that is healthy, rooting against your own team.
I did that before, though.
For who?
With the Lions. I was like, why would you go out there and beat the Bears? We don't need you
That's
to beat the
different.
Bears.
That's different. I agree with you on that.
We were gonna get like 5 extra spots.
We would have got Desmond Bain or Ruben Bain. I always call him Desmond. Who is Desmond?
No,
the 3-point shooter.
We actually wouldn't have, Nick, if you watched Inside the Den. But that's for another day. Another show.
Another show.
Tune in to Sunday.
Yeah. Don't want to get ripped in the chat here real quick. Thanks for bringing that up. McGonigal looks at a changeup down low. 3-2 count on Kevin McGonigal as the Detroit Tigers are pouring it on here in the 8th. Up 5-1. If you missed it and are just tuning in, Max Clark had a big-time RBI double. Opposite field, just missed a home run. And then what ensued was a Javi hit, a little error at third. Kevin McGonigal, 3-2, fouls it off his foot. That did not look pretty.
Nope, but he's going to toughen it out. He's going to battle. That's what we've seen from Kevin McGonigal all season long. Shout out to Rodney Smiley. Yes, sir, from the 810 Go Tigers.
We appreciate you, Rodney.
Kevin McGonigal has a chance to put the Tigers up by at least another run.
Wow.
Man on second.
I got an update, too, about a prospect that we want to trade for. Holy Nikes.
Another home run?
Jesus Mate.
Oh, what'd he do?
Kevin McGonigal walks, and the bases are juiced for Gleyber Torres if he is in here. On the night, the number one prospect in baseball that the Detroit Tigers are asking for in trade talks, Jesus Mate, has a 5-hit, 7 RBI, 2 home run game, and he had a grand slam to cap off a career night.
Wow. Like, no. Like, this is...
Not the time to be doing that, Mate. Oh, what a catch! Just a rob Torres. That was wow.
Cornelis.
Yeah, that's all you.
Cornelis. Oh my goodness, what a catch!
Wow,
that was a rocket. That would have scored a run, but now we have Dylan Dingler up to bat. 1 out.
This would be the time for Dylan to get out of the slump. Looks at the slider.
I mean, Nick. With a night like this, the Tigers, their own, number one prospect in their respective rankings, and Dylan Dingler, just foul. But their number one prospect in their, team rankings has had a night. And then you look at what some of the prospects that you are hoping to get back in a Skubal trade, like they're firing off too tonight. Like, it's kind of painting the picture here, Nick. It's kind of painting the picture.
Dylan Dingler draws one.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Center.
It's gone.
Gone.
Whoa!
Dylan Dingler, 9-1 Detroit Tigers, his 23rd bomb of the season. The Tigers are pouring it on. Uh-oh, don't look now. But Max Clark, Dylan Dingler, and Kevin McGonigal are lighting up Sacramento as this team is not dead yet. Holy moly.
The gritty Tigers, baby. Look at that.
Wow.
And he took, it looked like a slider that was hanging. It was a slider that was hanging, and Dylan Dingler just said, out of here, baby.
Don't let Dylan Dingler extend those arms. Hanging slider, and he drills it. Wow.
That was a rocket by Riley, just foul.
Holy woo!
You knew that was gone the minute he took that swing.
And in that situation, bases loaded, you just poured it on. That was the perfect time for Dylan Dingler to break out of the slump.
Absolutely.
I was just about to say, too, right before you hit that, they're ripping the ball right now.
No, yeah. Riley's first swing, that looked like it probably came off the bat, probably like 100 and at least 11 miles per hour toward that fence. It was foul, but it looked like it had some serious speed behind it.
Love to see this.
Change up outside.
Love to see this out of the Detroit Tigers. That's how you bounce back real quick.
That is absolutely lovely. Like, you just see, for number one, your Max Clark, your young guy that you just brought up, the moment didn't get too big for him.
Yep.
He almost homered. It just fell short, hit the wall for a double that scored you an RBI, gave you an extra insurance run. And then you get the bases loaded after Javi then singles.
Hey, Javi Town.
Yes. And then Malgiri with a I don't know what you call that, infield single, if they called it an error, but either way, the Tigers scored off it. And then the bases were loaded after a Kevin McGonigal walk.
Yeah.
And Dylan Dingler gets up to bat after magic of a play from the second baseman in the at-bat against Gleyber Torres, and Dylan Dingler takes that thing yard for a grand slam. The Tigers now find themselves up 9-1 in this game. Nick,
shout out to Jim Dingler.
Can I say it?
That we're back?
It's over, baby! It's over!
This lead?
It's over. The game's over, man.
All right.
There's no way they can F this up.
Shout out to Jeff holding it down. Oh, my Lord. Shout out to everybody that's joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. The Tigers are up 9-1 on the Athletics out in Sacktown as the rookies are taking over, and the core is showing off. If Riley can – nope. All right. Well, Riley was 0 for 4, but
Tough night.
This core –
He battled, though. He was started off 0-2, and he battled all the way
He
back.
was battling. Make sure you guys smash that like button. It truly helps us push out this stream to everybody. And, yeah, I mean, Max Clark, what a debut.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin McGonigal, I mean, what the hell? Do we have two of the best rookies in the American League?
I mean,
is it too early?
It's
too early to say that?
The hell no, it ain't too early.
Murakami's like 35 years old.
We already knew that we had two of the top prospects in Major League Baseball before McGonigal even put his foot on the Major League soil.
Yep.
So now we see Max Clark come up, and he's having a very similar debut to what Kevin McGonigal did.
For real. It's special. And
Max Clark I think he's 2 for 3 on the day.
Do you think it gives a little more grace to Scott Harris and his ability to draft? Obviously, he needs to work on the other stuff, but in fans' eyes, because you're looking at the first 2 draft picks of the Scott Harris era, go out there and immediately contribute. Kevin McGonigal has been on fire all season long. One of the best WARs in all of baseball with the 5 on track to end with like a 7. Like, unbelievable stuff. Max Clark gets in here tonight. Stage isn't too big for him. Comes out, immediately delivers, and is helping this team win. Yeah. Do you think it may get some of the biggest Scott Harris haters off of his back a little bit if he's able to start being better at trades and being better at free agency, almost similar to a Brad Holmes, who needs to be better at those 2 things as well?
I think that's the thing, though, Nick. But the thing with baseball is when you're drafting high schoolers like Kevin McGonigal was, like Max Clark was, like Bryce Rayner, like this is taking a while for us to actually see them.
Yep.
So you're not doing yourself, he's not really giving himself a lot to work with in the fact that we had to wait for 3 years to see Kevin McGonigal and Max Clark.
Yeah.
And that's what, even though, like, I truly believe, like, he's drafted very well. Scott Harris has since becoming the GM for the Detroit Tigers. I do like Kevin McGonigal, obviously. Max Clark, loved it. But then you also look, I like Bryce Rayner. I like what he's doing down there. He's showcasing a lot of power. Yeah. And then you also have, Cameron Fluke, who I do like.
I like a lot.
Added to that mix as well.
Yeah. I like his mindset, too.
He's drafting well, but, Nick, like I said, if it's taken 3 years for these guys to show and you're in a win-now mode with you had the best pitcher in baseball who just came off of back-to-back Cy Youngs, and you had a chance to win a World Series, you can still buy in the short time and still protect the future as well. Like, they could have went out there and signed Alex Bregman and gave him a little bit more money than what the Red Sox gave him at that time.
For sure.
Just to put yourself over the hump, just to know that you had another guy like that in this lineup, because he's going to be better than what McKinstry has given you or anything like that. So that's where Scott Harris has done himself the disservice, and where he's going to continue to get this flack in the city of Detroit until this team ends up being a true competitor, where it's not just fluky streaks that this Tiger team goes on, because right now we've only seen the Tigers be good in streaks. We've never seen them just have sustained success throughout a whole season. It's either they get hot late or they start off hot, or in this case, obviously injuries played a big part early on, but still no excuse. You had games that you could have won, and it's a rocket. Zach McKinstry handles that for the first out in the bottom of the 8th.
5 more, boys. 5 more.
But so I just feel like Scott Harris is going to get the short end of the stick from fans.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we're not seeing your draft picks. We're seeing what you did was you wasted a window where you could have had a World Series. And
could you really have had the World Series?
You could have
against the Dodgers.
I mean, you look at how Toronto.
I mean, the Blue Jays took them to 7. The Blue Jays had a way better lineup than us.
But at the same time, if you buy,
yeah,
like
if you had Josh Naylor,
I'm just saying. But like if you had Alex Bregman, like
McGonagall doing everything,
hands, baby.
Well, look at those hands. Just look at them.
But if you have a Bregman added to that lineup, then that makes that team a little bit better.
I agree with you. I agree.
You have the best pitcher in baseball. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you could have really had a shot to really do it. But, I mean, and you look what you did. We were there. Look what you did with the Mariners. You literally took them to 15 innings or whatever the hell it was.
Yep.
But, like, you had, you obviously had some type of talent, and at that point you were really rotation rich and bullpen rich at that point. And if you could have added an extra bat to make a little bit of a difference, then you could have obviously maybe even appeared in the World Series, if not won one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. That's definitely a thing, and you can say the same exact thing about Brad Holmes. Does he ever?
Yeah.
Does he catch slack from 80% of the fan base?
Yeah, because
does Brad Holmes catch slack from 80% of the fan base?
I wouldn't say it's 80. I would say more.
With Scott?
For Brad, it's more 60-40, I would say. Scott?
Brad Holmes is like 80-20. You say a bad word about Brad Holmes, you're on the freaking cross, ready to like take one like down.
I think it's 60%.
I have said bad things about Brad Holmes on draft night.
I've never really said it.
And I've gotten ridiculed if I don't love a pick. You know why? Because Brad can do no wrong.
I don't know, bro.
Deep fly ball, right center field, going back
the crash
and
out you
out.
Had. The crash out you had. I can see why people kind of turned on you.
I mean, they can turn on. It's just you're not allowed to question anything with the Lions. Brad Holmes is the Messiah, and the guy hasn't even been to a Super Bowl.
I think that's just Lions fans in general, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think if you take
You've never had
step
success
back
as Lions fans. You had success as Detroit Tigers fans.
And when did you get out of it?
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
After Scott Harris came in here and you went to the playoffs back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, but like
I don't love Scott Harris in a sense of the free agency pickups have been dog shit, minus Jack Flaherty the first time and Gleyber Torres. And the trades have been horrendous outside of how you lead.
Big Charlie.
And I would say, I think Trey Sweeney helped you go on that run in 24.
You don't like Big Charlie?
Stop it. I'm not going to crash out. Crash out, Nick, never change. Shout out our guy Sideless in there. Shout out to our guy Duncan. Shout out to Rodney. Nick, you are my guy. Go Tigers from Flint.
Yeah. See, so Nitty Gritty says, Nick, I think some of the reason you feel that way or the fans feel that way is because the Tigers have won multiple World Series, and they've been to a World Series in 2006 and 2012, which is much more. So, yeah, the Tigers have had success as a franchise, and I guess you could say it's the same thing for the Pistons as well. Like, the Pistons have had success as a franchise before, so it's like, you're going to catch a little bit less of the almost like maybe like fans expect this out of the Tigers. They expect the Pistons to be good because of what they have had in their history. No one really expects the Lions to be where they're at. They're just happy the Lions are where they're at. Like they're happy that the Lions are somehow, relevant in the world of football, because for a long time you didn't have the Lions relevant in the world of football. And that's why I think Brad Holmes gets a little bit of, maybe a pass for.
He does get a big pass.
A lot of the stuff, because
what do you think about what do you think about Scott Harris getting more hate in this town than Steve Yzerman? Because I think that's also true.
That I just can't agree with. At least Scott Harris. At least we can see his draft picks working. We only see a couple for the Wings. All right, we only see
the Yzerbots would.
It
was Larkin's fault. Was Larkin's fault.
And that's even in
Larkin's fault for sure. But Larkin didn't sign Andrew Kopp and.
How about Torkelson having a day?
JT Comfort.
Yeah, Comfort. Thank you, Chris.
Look at Torkelson shutting me up, 3 for 4 on the day.
Shout out. And we got our guy Chris here, so I want to get him involved a little bit more as we dwindle down to the 9th inning. Chris, what's been your biggest takeaway of the day? And to our talk, actually, right before we get to you, we got the guy. We got 2 chains up.
Max 2 chains, baby.
We got 2 chains because I'm super excited to Chris. I'm super excited to hear your thoughts on what's up with the GMs of this town, specifically Scott Harris, how you would grade him and what you want to see moving forward. But Max Clark is about to hit a bomb right now to deep right field.
Okay, so Nick, I have the Kevin McGonigal rookie debut card.
Signed?
Not signed.
Okay.
Hopefully one day. Maybe I'll have to give that to you. So you can
I don't think I can do it. I'll have to give it to the bat boy.
If Max Clark can somehow...
Max Clark goes the other way, drives it down! Let's go!
Oh, he's running.
He's running. Spencer Torkelson score him. Oh, Torkelson.
Torkelson slow self, wasting...
Max Clark with his second double of the game. Jeff, what is going on? Do we have the next... I mean...
Wait.
We have the 2 best rookies in the American League.
Tell me I'm wrong. Did Kevin McGonigal not have 2 doubles and a single in his debut? Was that not the true
I'll pull it up.
I believe he was or did he have an extra hit? He might have had an extra hit.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Right now Max Clark is 3 for 4 with
2 doubles
and a single.
And a walk. He's been on base 4 times. And a hit goes up the middle. Max Clark's running. Go on, buddy.
Show us.
Go on.
Oh,
let's go. Show that speed.
Why do they never
Hey, Javi Town. Unbelievable job by the rookie. And in his debut, Kevin McGonigal had 4 hits, 2 RBIs. Yeah, he went 4 for 5, 2 doubles.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need another single from Max.
It's not going to happen because it's the top of the 9th.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, hey, nonetheless, that is a fantastic debut for
unbelievable debut.
Clark.
Wow. If you're just tapping in, Max Clark with a sensational debut. Sky's the limit. I was being a little facetious earlier. You know what? He'll be P. Crow Armstrong. He'll be PCA. Whatever. I'm saying it. You know what? 11-1 Tigers. What a debut. You're a top 15 prospect for a reason. You were the number 3 overall pick for a reason.
And he was one of the top prospects.
I'm going to say, Scott, you were right. Hey, I was wrong. I wanted Wyatt Langford, Max Clark. Holy hell, this is fun, fellas. I'm going to just get that out real quick. I don't even think I was working for the network yet.
About that. I was never too mad about the Max Clark or the...
Or I don't think I was live on air yet, yeah. I mean, we'll see.
I was too mad at that.
Chris, how you feeling back there? I mean, this has got to be unbelievable first game.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm making my debut. Clark's making his debut. Let's go. But
2 goats.
3 for 4 with a walk. Unbelievable. I mean, he's taking it the other way. I'm just so impressed with what he's been able to do.
Yeah, it's been truly, truly impressive. And speaking of Max Clark making that debut, the guy that drafted him, Scott Harris, we just talked about it. A lot of ups and downs through his tenure, but one thing that's been pretty constant as Malgiri, deep fly ball, left field, and gone! 13-1, the Detroit Tigers, womp, womp, whomping on the Athletics in Sacktown. Yeah. I don't know. Scott, watching this, maybe you're right, Jeff. Maybe he says, no, we're not selling Tarik Skubal. And, yes, I think that is a wrong way to go about it. But, man.
Okay, let's go ahead and get one of those other guys that we've talked about, and then we're really cooking with gas.
Yeah. Holy moly.
That's his first Major League home run.
The first Major League home run of Ben Malgiri's career. Why is there an athletics trainer in that dugout?
Don't know. Oh, it could be maybe. No, it wouldn't be that quick.
Slider hanging. Malgiri crushes it. Wow. How about these Tigers roaring tonight? I am so happy that we did this stream, fellas. Thank you, Chris, for coming in. Jeff, thank you for being able to set everything up. We got the 2-table TV, big screen going. This is truly unbelievable time. If you are just tapping in, I'm your host, Nicholas Kohloff, Detroit Tigers beat reporter for the network. What you guys can do for us is subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Smash the like button on this stream. It helps push it out after it is all said and done with. Chris, welcome to Woodward Tigers. Like you just said, you and Max Clark making your debut the same night. I mean, 2 special nights for in their own right.
Hell yeah, and I gotta add, you said we might have the 2 best rookies. How about the best 5? Lee, Valencia, Malgeri, McGonigal,
Oh,
Clark.
shoot!
Come on now, stop playing.
I love it right now. Malgeri goes deep. You had Valencia with the double. I don't know if Hao Yu Lee came through tonight, but he's been on fire for the last month, so I agree.
You can take a night off when everyone else is performing.
Yeah,
like
13-1
this.
Detroit Tigers
You
run.
got a Kevin McGonigal bomb. You got Ben Malgeri bomb. You have a Dylan Dingler grand slam. A lot of doubles.
Doughboy Steve, got to turn the volume down. Nick's waking up the whole floor full of old people. I'm a yeller. I'm sorry. I get fired up. Sorry, not really. But no, Nick, hell no. They don't have to give Scott Harris because they always trash talk and wait till the trade deadline. Let's go, fellas. Woo! Shout out to Doughboy and shout out to Steve. Let's go. This has been a lot of fun, fellas. This is a lot of fun.
And by the way, Chris, Nitty Gritty is giving you a nickname. Well, I don't know if this is going to stick, but it said Chris Bean's nickname should be Crispy.
Crispy.
I've never heard of that before. That's a good one.
I don't know where that came
Crispy?
from. Maybe there's some lore behind that I'm not aware of.
Shout out. I like it.
Don't let the chat just choose your nickname.
RBI TED Talk tonight. Wow,
Make your own
11-13. Yeah, shout out to everybody. This is fun. Doughboy Steve, I'm good, but these assisted living seniors are groaning. Shout out to the assisted living. My grandma used to be in one, RIP. Yeah, they do. They got a tough job there. No doubt about it.
Steve-O Baby says, no, Nick, hell no. They don't give to Scott Harris because they always trash talk him. Wait till the trade deadline. Let's go, fellas. And then he also had something in there earlier. I think that was. Oh, he said, I can't wait to see the disappointment on the fans' faces when Skubal is still here, and Dylan Larkin is not going anywhere.
Whoa there. That's a hot take, but I like it, and I'm here for it.
So we've talked about this. There's no possible way if you're Scott Harris, unless you are going to have a verified contract in Skubal's hands by Sunday, then you're trading him because you can't let him walk for nothing. Because after this season, it's going to be whoever can dish out the most money, and it ain't going to be the Tigers. It's just not. Even though they have the money, they're not going to spend it.
This is crazy.
You trade him and you get something back for him. As I said, we have to quote Denzel with this. I'm leaving here with something. Damn it.
Yeah, this has been this is crazy. But you have to trade Skubal. You do.
You have to. You literally do not have a choice in the matter.
Like you get the 2 top 50 prospects. You get the 2 top 100 guys in a pitcher. Like, you just have to do it. Let him go. Let him go. And to be honest, I would trade him to the Dodgers. They will probably give you the most. The Brewers are way too uptight about their prospects, as it seems. But if you can get a Luis Pena and a Luis Lara, Lara's a guy that I know you want the big hitter.
Yeah,
you do. But Luis Lara is extremely like a Max Clark, a Kevin McGonigal, a walk first, see the at-bat, get him on base, go first to third, steal some bags. Yeah. He is that kind of mold where I feel like Scott Harris might really like his game. And then if you get Luis Pena, the top 20 prospect who has extremely high upside, infielder, I mean, you pair him with a Rayner and a McGonigal and put him at second for the future, like, you're cooking with something.
Nick, something that pops into my head, kind of like the last time we seen a big name really on like the trade block as of recently that my mind can think of, and how it's turned out well for that team that ended up trading him, was Juan Soto when he was traded from the Nationals.
Yeah.
Because you look at what that team got now.
Yeah.
Those guys are legit players.
James Wood, C.J. Abrams, two of the top
Yes.
5 guys in OPS.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Gore was a part of that deal, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
who's now on the Rangers. Yeah, that was unbelievable job from that
you
GM.
got those two guys. Like it's not, and it's
Deep fly ball.
for me. That's what it is.
Max
for,
Clark going back.
tracks it well.
Tracks
Look at
it
that.
all the
Beautiful.
way. Never a doubt.
Beautiful.
The big thing with that, though, with the Soto trade, he had like 2 or 3 more years. Skubal only has
Very true.
60
Very true.
games left, or whatever, 40 games left. So
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing though: when you're playing at this point with Skubal, the thing that is bumping this price up or allowing you to go get, one of those top prospects in all of MLB, not just someone's, number
McGonigal
5
tracks,
prospect.
runs, throws, fires over to Torkelson. 2 outs here,
Tigers
bottom
are
of the
1
ninth.
out away. 1 out away. No way they can't do this, Nick. all
Jeffrey,
right?
let's put you in there. Come on now.
No, I would be able to get it. I was a closer back in my day for 1 game. 1 game only.
You're a one game
That's
closer.
right, brother.
That's hilarious.
Walked out there with 3
I love it.
strikeouts, and I walked away, and I never pitched again.
Here we go. De Jesus. Tigers up 13-1. Butler looks at a sinker. Middle.
But I think the thing that is driving this Skubal price up is the Dodgers and the Brewers being in this NL where it's, man, if you can make it out the NL, dude, you got a World Series. Like that's almost what it seems to be right now because the American League is that weak.
I think that's why the Rays are trying to go after Skubal
Yeah,
to
they
get
are.
out of that American League. And then I think about the Brewers, who if they pair him with Mizorowski, they
Yeah.
can come out of the National League. They can shut down the Dodgers for a couple
And 2
games each.
Like you only need
Yeah.
a couple games to win.
Exactly. We got
So
Day. Yeah, I'm with
If
you
you
right here.
if you got locked down Mizorowski and locked down Skubal, I mean, you really just got to find a way to win a couple more.
Yep. De Jesus and the 1-2 count right here. I'm with you. And I think the Brewers would be a great trade package with Tarik Skubal. And if Tarik Skubal goes to the Dodgers, that would be it. But 1-2 here. De Jesus strikes out Lawrence
I didn't know he was
Butler
gonna
on
challenge.
the corner. We're going to get a challenge here.
Did a hit, Nick. Do you think this is a strike?
I do.
I think it's a ball.
Oh. Wow.
Look at that. Wow. Wow.
Oh, just missed.
That is, and you know what? It's not that I think Butler even thought that was a ball, but he had the challenge, so it's like, why not use it?
Yeah. 2-2 count on Lawrence Butler, David De Jesus.
Yeah, you also don't want
Getting
to.
flashbacks here.
You don't want to end the game down 12, looking at a final strike.
Yeah, definitely not. 3-2 count. De Jesus to Butler.
Got him
Looking.
anyway.
Got him. Tigers win. Tigers win. Tigers win in Max Clark's debut. 2 doubles, 1 single, 1 walk, 2 chains, 2 top prospects showing out tonight.
Let's go, baby.
Max Clark shows why he was the top prospect in the Tigers organization to pair with the former top prospect, Kevin McGonigal, who drove a ball deep to center field for his 10th home run, and Max Clark gets the game ball there, walking off the field, and the Tigers are not dead yet. Should they still trade Tarik Skubal?
Yes.
Yes. But
Who should they get? Oh, damn it. DePaula, baby.
DePaula. But Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal, the first 2 draft picks of Scott Harris, shine very bright here tonight in Sacktown as the Tigers win 13-1. Unbelievable job. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Smash the like button on this one. Jeff, let me get your biggest takeaways of the game before we get to Chris and you hop over there.
Yeah. Listen, this is a glimpse into the future.
Yeah.
If we have all been paying attention to Tigers baseball, we have been promised for this day. As we see A.J. Hinch speaking with Skubal on their walk on the field, this is a glimpse of the future in the Skubal post Tigers. Because that's what it has to be. The Tigers are going to need to go out there and get a certified top prospect in return for Skubal to help this process along with Kevin McGonigal, Max Clark, Riley Green, Dylan Dingler, you get another bat in there. Now this lineup is a serious threat that the Tigers just haven't had since 2013.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, you're talking about an actual threat. Everyone in your lineup actually being a threat. And this is a glimpse into the future of the Tigers' young kids coming to play. You see the pitching as well. You see Troy Melton having a phenomenal season. I mean, really out-dueling Skubal right now.
Yeah.
In most recent months. You have Jackson Jobe. I like Cameron Fluke and what he could potentially bring to this Tigers pitching rotation as well. It's just we're in the process now where it is let the kids play, and we're seeing what the kids can do. And we see Kevin McGonigal and my boy Max 2 Chainz Clark, and it's special to see that these guys, they came up into the big leagues, and there was absolutely no wasted motion, no wasted time. They were professional from the first bat. And you see them both have spectacular debuts for this Tigers team. Kevin McGonigal obviously going 4 for 5 with the 2 RBIs. And we see Max Clark having 3 hits, getting on base 4 times with, I think it was 2 RBIs if I'm not mistaken as well. Like, the future is brighter than Max Clark's 2 chains right there.
Let's go.
That is what it is. And it's a bright future for the Detroit Tigers.
Chris, big time night. Not by Max Clark. Held it down back there. Got thrown into the fire being the technical director. Chris, I'm so fired up to have you on board as the Tigers are fired up to have Max Clark. What were your biggest takeaways of the night? And do you think this could be the spark, no pun intended to Max Clark, but the spark that they need to, do something special down the stretch?
Yeah, obviously he's a big takeaway. McGonigal, the rookies, Malgary contributed, Valencia contributed. I mean, it's great. Like the big thing that sticks out to me is obviously Mize got scratched, bullpen day. They're bringing up the young guys. It reminds me of 2024. I think Mize and Skubal go. I mean, obviously it's going to take a lot, but the AL is very weak. I wouldn't be surprised if they made and granted, this is what you should do against the A's. They're playing the worst ball right now in the league. So to beat them 13-1 was a big statement. But if the young guys continue to contribute, and this is kind of the bullpen we were promised. They only gave up 3 hits all day. If they can carry this into the last 45, 50 games, they can definitely make a run.
And I agree with you, Chris. I got to say, great job tonight. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat that joined us for the 9:40 start time of this game out in Sacktown. They did what they needed to do. Want to shout out Christ is King. Shout out Henoli. Shout out to JCA. Shout out to everybody in there. I do still think the Detroit Tigers should trade Tarik Skubal. I am eyeing DePaula, Sirota, or Zaire Hope from the Dodgers to go along with some of those other top prospects. But you need to land one of the big 3 out of their outfield prospects to pair with Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal if you go with the Dodgers. If you go with the Brewers, I am eyeing, let's be realistic, they're not trading you Made, but if I am looking at the Milwaukee Brewers, I am looking at Luis Lara. He's a guy from the mold of the Scott Harris era that he wants to control the strike zone, steal some bags, and really just be a factor and an athlete in the outfield. I think he can help you defensively as winning a Gold Glove in the minors. And I think Lara, paired with a guy like Luis Pena, who has extreme upside as a young player in high A ball, not even 20 yet, I think those 2 guys would headline a trade, and I would be A+ thrilled. And I know our guy Gordon Jones loves Leston out of that system, so maybe bring him in as well. But I got to say, shout out to everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. Please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Shout out to Rogelio for having us on earlier. And he had nothing but praise and high hopes for Max Clark, but he wanted you to temper the expectations. I think he just didn't want to be, give him too high of expectations. But, man, Max Clark absolutely delivered tonight. Is he the next Pete Crow Armstrong? I believe so. What a debut for the kid. Max Clark on fire. Tarik Skubal trade rumors still swirling. We're going to keep you guys posted all weekend long. So make sure to subscribe. And when you see our videos, make sure to like them, share them. And, this is what it's all about. For Jeff Walker, MVP.
Something to say here, Nick. I got something to say, all right? I want us to take a look right here. Nick, you can't see this, but I'm going to read it off for you. This right here is a little glimpse of what Max Clark was able to accomplish today. 4 at-bats, now an average of 750 with 1 RBI. Get ready for this, Nick. And we're going to live off this. And this is what we're going to live with for the next until tomorrow. And we see him back in the plate. An OPS of 2.050, baby. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, Tigers, as we got to see one of the grittiest performances of the year. I haven't even talked about the pitching. Shout out Tyler Holton. Shout out to Ty Madden. Shout out to Big Drew Summers. And shout out to De Jesus as the Detroit Tigers win 13-1 in Max Clark's stellar debut, where I might see him wearing 4 chains next time around. Phenomenal job by Max Clark, Kevin McGonigal, Dylan Dingler, Javier Baez, Valencia. This team came out red hot after what happened last Wednesday, and they deserve the win tonight, and they got it. As the Tigers win, Tigers win, Tigers win. This was Woodward Tigers live post game and whole entire live stream. Subscribe to the channel. We love you here. We got you covered on Detroit Tigers content all season long. This is the only place you're going to get exclusive interviews only played to you guys. We love you here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and go Tigers.